A little too fast. I miss the days that we chill and relax. Where did the time go? It all passed. Now I need to go back. I had no worries, but always had plans. The only thing I did was pick at the trash. Now it's much harder to laugh. Hard to get up and not work on my craft. I need inspiration. Don't need no validation. No more medication. Just try some meditating. I don't need you to save me. Feel like all of you hate me. Everything's been so hard with all the situations lately. I just need to numb the pain for a minute. I just wanna run away on vacation. I don't know what else to say.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you boys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back, boys. Welcome back to another wonderful, beautiful live stream. Boys, Saint Sin, my man, I see you over here. I had to adjust you a little bit. How are you boys all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We got more 5v5 1v1 duels on the way today. And let's have some fun. How you boys all doing? Kaido Zero, Jackwagon, Jorgen, Miles, TMK. How you boys all doing? Welcome, boys. How are you? What do you guys think of the cut? I wanted to get a little shorter on the side, a little shorter at the top, shorter at the back. Oh my god, does it feel good in the back? Oh man, they put pomade in it, which looks a little funky. I'm not sure if I'm a huge fan of pomade nowadays, but I'll take a shower tomorrow, and I kind of just like to put it a faux hawk style a little. Just personally, how I like to look in the mirror. How you all doing, though? Welcome back. Let's get some 5v5 1v1s up and running, boys. Tagsy, Matthews, No-Go, Gerard. How you boys all doing? Welcome back, boys. Let me adjust the audio here a little. You look great. What's up, guys? Yo, boys, let's get 5v5s up and running. Do you have any groups over on the EU? Trying to move this aside. Do we have any groups over on the EU, boys? You're playing. That's a good retail. I know my guy. You like the cut G slams the back of your head. I like you cut G. Yeah, I feel ya. Yo, let's see if we got any groups over on the EU, boys. Let's see if we got any of you guys hanging up around here. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Hopefully we get some EU Russians in here. I know Jesus said he's got an NA group or alliance group prepped and ready to go. We'll see if we got someone to toss at him. Yo, Jesus, I was sticking without Unholy. I was sticking without Frost. Also, how do you feel like, what do you think DK's need for the next patch to like come back for PvP, dude? Like survivability, damage, or what? What are you feeling, man? What are you feeling, my guy? Let me see, make sure that OBS is capping this properly. Or is it still on PTR? Is it still set from PTR? It caps it here. What about here? Oh, okay. Well, that works. That works out for me then. Yo, boys. 5v5 1v1 duels up and running for the day. We got Jesus here ready to go with a group. Let me adjust. We got Anto. First one available with a 5v5 group ready. Let me get the audio and let's get these two first boys in here up and running. Yeah, the there match. We got Jesus in here and Anto XD. Let's get them both in here for the 5v5 1v1 Yo, boys, how you doing today? I'm pretty good, Jared. I'm doing pretty good. I wanted to originally get some coffee, but apparently the creamer expired, so I basically had to dump the whole cup out. So I was a little bit salty about that, but I'm also really tired too. Just in general, pretty tired. I've had a couple late nights working on vids, and I feel like that's just putting me behind in sleep. So I have been a bit groggy. Although I want to just shake it off, dude. You know what I mean? Get out of that groove and get back to the 5v5 1v1 duels. But I am going to try really hard to hit the hay as early as I can. Get as much work done and then hit the hay as fast as I can. Can you wait some duty for people that way to join? Please, yo, Quarmer, you're more than welcome to. Got 5v5 1v1 duels groups over on the EU today. Looking, if you guys want to find these groups, all you have to do is go to player Premier group, custom PvP, top number 5 in the chat, answer, and you're good to go. Like Sentry's looking for Alley Boys or Hordy Boys. We got Answer with a Horde, Jesus with the Alliance, and Main. I don't even know. I think Horde. But you guys are always welcome. You just gotta join the groups. It's a community ran thing. Just join it in LFG or open up the LFG tab and make a group yourself. It's pretty easy to do. If you guys want to know how to join in the 5v5 groups, again, all of you guys are welcome. You just have to join in. They're constantly listed. They're always there. You just have to look, and let me show you how to find them. So you do this. Hit H on your keyboard normally to bring up the PvP, or however you bring up the LFG window where your dungeons, PvP, mythic pluses are. Whatever you do will bring that window up. Flavors player, premier group, custom PvP, hit find group, go to here in the filter search. Make sure you have filters for all the names, all the languages available, because EU in particular, you guys have a lot of regions. Top number 5, literally it's at number 5. Enter. That's it. You have a group. Probably most of them will be called something like 5v5 1v1. If not, type in duel, the word duel, maybe that'll show up. Maybe the word dal, D-A-L, because depending on how they name their stuff, like sometimes you'll be able to find the groups, other times not. Jesus and Anthem, we're still gonna get you guys queued in, so let's try that again. May and Sentry on the standby as well. We'll get you boys in here as soon as possible. Do I need to requeue? I might need to requeue multiple times. That's okay if I do. That's okay if I do. Yeah, you guys are all welcome to find a group, make a group on the EU Horde. I can't find anyone that makes his group on Horde EU. We got Answer with a Horde group. We got Sentry with a Horde group. We got ourselves Main with a Horde group. So that's 3 groups. They should be available at some point somewhere. Something's wrong. I can't what? I have no idea. I think Jesus or Answer. Oh, that's not what I wanted to post. Oh no! Oh my god. I need to stealth. I need to camo. Where's my camo? Yo, we're gonna press camo. No one's gonna see that we just said that out loud. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to do invite spectator match. That's all I want to do. Jesus and Anto XD. Let's see what happens if I leave queue for arenas. Maybe that's what I need to do. Let's try that. Maybe that'll work. The queues are bugged. The queues kind of got bugged, but it's okay. Might have been unlucky you missed out on the group, so they fill a bit fast even before the stream starts, so we'll keep an eye open. It's a good idea to always look for groups as the duel is about to end. Open up LFG. There's a slight delay with the stream, but as the duel is about to be over, look out for LFG groups while the duel is happening, so you might be able to get in, because they try to make a group before the duel is over, so then they can just immediately queue as soon as we can. Can you queue us, please? I can go again, and so I can try queuing again. If not, I'll throw Jesus against Main or something. Okay. Should be out of queues. Right? Everybody should be out of the queue. Okay, good. Now we're gonna try it again. Jesus and Anto. Get you guys back in here. Get your boys back into the queue. Maybe that'll work. Potentially. I'd love to get in some juicy duels one day. A Night Fade Boomy on Horde. Oh, is it Kabuki Boomy? I can see that work out. Okay, we're gonna relieve queue. We're gonna try one more time and to Jesus. Otherwise, we'll move on to Main and Jesus. And it's still broken. I don't really know. We're just gonna move on to Jesus and Main. Somebody was in LFG when we queued up, so let's just go Jesus and Main. Just be sure that your group is out of LFG, otherwise it can break the queue. If your group is in LFG, like listed for people, and we queue you up, and you press accept, it could kind of break the queue, and we have to keep queuing over and over until it fixes itself, because it then cancels somebody out of the queue at some point or another. Jesus main. Hopefully you guys accepted it. Or maybe we should just go main and sentry. Maybe it's Jesus is broken. So many groups are already queued for that. Okay, Jesus main. Let's try it again. Let's try that one more time. Okay, I don't really know. Let's just flip it on its head. Let's try Anto XD and Sentry. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's Jesus's group. Maybe he has the stuff listed in LFG, which could potentially be the problem. We'll try Anto and Sentry. Where's the set, boys? If you can. What's your B tag so I can add you for games? You guys are more than welcome to. Dalaran, hashtag 1340. You guys are always welcome to add me. Always welcome. We're not on the queue? Yeah, it's pretty weird. Hold on, let's try Anto and Sentry again. I don't know what happened. Yeah, queues are all kinds of bugged right now. I might need to... Oh, we got in, finally. Yo, Jesus, make sure you're out of LFG, my guy. I think it's something on your end, my dude. Just leave all queues, all LFGs, all that. Just leave all of it, just to make sure you're all set, because something's wrong with your group. I tried queuing you against Anto. I tried queuing you against May. It wasn't working. At first, I thought maybe it was someone with Anto, but it's actually, I think, Jesus. So Jesus, just make sure you're clean. Make sure nobody in your group either is in any queue. Nobody's in LGs. Nobody's queued for dungeons. Nobody's queued for whatever. Because that, I think, all could break it too. Just ask around your group. Be like, yo, boys, you guys in queue or are you guys chilling? Because if we're chilling, we could get some games in. You know what I mean? So Twitch, got ourselves Team Russia over on the team too. We got ourselves Archie going in for the full Molten Enhancement Shemancement with, what is that name? Vizzy Vracha. Call a nurse. His name is Call Nurse. Yo, can you call it? We can call him Nurse, dude. We can call him Nurse. You know what I mean? We gotta have Kronksu in here, as well as Sojiro, as well as El Taro. I like the name El Taro. El Taro. I like it. It's Russian, but it sounds like far from it. Gonna be Kreisbad going for the big CC onto Archie. As Archie has Ghost Rules as well as the Earth Elemental. He's got almost all the buffs available. Besides the potentially... No, it doesn't look like he's running Bloodlust. Besides Ascendance, besides Wind Fury, it's going to be the Wind Fury Totem getting taken down, even though that's still buffs available for Archie. Archie finally in melee, finally able to make some damage happen. It's going to be a grounding, not even grounding totem. What kind of a totem is he even dropping? Kreisbad is sniping on the totems out with a fell bonds down onto Archie. He's going to walk out of it. Earth Elemental still in play to give him plenty of health to work with the damage that's going out. Fear trying to come out for Kreisbad as he's trying to set up a Chaos Bolt. Looks like he's going to get it interrupted. Not on the Chaos Bolt. One big Chaos Bolt into potentially second one. Kreisbad does not have the resources. He's going to go for the big port to get the hell out of dodge. And Archie with that Ascendance. Trying to see if he can charge it. Kreisbad has a lot of range damage. Going to be Dora Shadows. Does he get the line aside? Looks like Kreisbad gingerly walks out of there. Trying to deal with the Frost Shock slows. But is going to be able to get the hell out of there. And Archie interrupt him on Fear, but potentially could be a Succubus CC from Kreisbad. That's exactly what's going to be happening. That's going to be full Succubus CC onto Archie. Going for a Chaos with a Bonds of Fell onto Archie. Mortal Coil hopefully walking him out. It does walk him out. Trying to blast with as much damage as it can. Looks like Archie got himself Shackles and Malediction. Kreisbad breaking it with the distance. And Archie looking to back up. Hopefully has some Maelstrom in order to recover in health. Otherwise he's just going to have to constantly heal into himself. Dropping down a Healing Stream Totem to help him a little bit on that survivability, to try to go for healing surges, but really needs a Maelstrom to amp up the amount of healing all his basic heals do. Succubus CC around the corner, Kreisbad against the angle, sending a Chaos Bolt with a Bonds of Fell. Archie is going to walk out, but not out of the Bonds of Fell, going to stay next to this crystal. Try not to cross the dotted line, because if he does, that's quite a bit of free damage for Kreisbad, especially since he just sent a Chaos Bolt at the Shaman. The Warlock pushes in. Mortal Coil into Archie. Could be potential really bad. Soul Rod, but looks like no Chaos Bolts, no big bursty damage. Archie is able to recover. Got himself Ghost Rules. Gonna get hit with a constant slow. Is gonna have to decurse himself for that slow whenever he can, just to make sure that there's still at least a little bit of mobility to it. Unless he just wants to pop into Ghost Wolf. I mean, that's always going to be pretty bad. Fear onto Archie is going to get that last split second interrupt. Succubus CC coming out at the same time. So even if you interrupted a Fear, There's still going to be a succubus CC stunned after the chaos bolt with another set of bonds of hell. Archie looking to catch up in hell. Goes through just to get himself a short sprint to catch up to Kreisbad. Kreisbad with a dark soul instability. Lots of potential damage. Archie recovering a ton of health. Walling this damage off. And Kreisbad is going to have his buffs purged. No more dark soul. So it's going to be a sunder. That's going to distract Kreisbad a little bit. Going to make him stumped a little. But Kreisbad is going to be able to get some mobility out of it, trying to stay away from Archie, but the Shaman does close the gap. It's going to be a soul shape for Kreisbad. Archie is going to have to catch up with that somehow. For now, though, while the dampening isn't super high, Archie should be able to live this. The succubus on his tail, literally Ghost Wolf tail. And it's going to be him separating himself from the demon for a second, actually. Stun Totem coming down. It looks like Kreisbad is going to be able to snipe it out. No fear. This is going to get a full fear onto Archie as Archie walking ahead. Did Archie drop down a tremor? He did drop down a tremor, but looks like he might have gotten away from the tremor a little bit too far. Or maybe he dropped the tremor and it didn't pulsate fast enough to break the fear as he ran in the other direction, which potentially is what happened. Interrupted Kreisbad on, looks like fire or shadow? He interrupted him, but still was able to get a furl down. One big chaos bolt into Archie. Second big chaos bolt setting up into that one single mortar coil with, what looked like an execute out of Kreisbad. Was that a shadow burn? Potentially it might have been a shadow burn. Looks like he had the resources to make that happen. Consensu, Kronksu. Why do I say literally everything else but Kronk? Kronk is going to be up next as an Outlaw Rogue. Necrolord, Outlaw Rogue. Tried to swap to him. Having a hard time. He got them Warlord of Janor glaive swords. I really like the look of these things. I really like them. And boys in chat, the guys who are always asking for, hey, how do I join the duels? Archie just bowed out. You might be looking for new people. If you're a horde, you can join Archie in a group potentially. You might be opening up a group for a new set of boys in LFG. You just have to look. He just bought out. You might be able to make a new one. Gonna be more to call, but it has a bit of a delay. Allows the rogue to get a gouge on the Kreisbad. The succubus CC continues with the CC chain for Kreisbad. Gonna be a trinket out of Kron. Trying to see if he can get a trap on Kreisbad. Stuns him. Trinket for Kreisbad as he gets for a big port. Potentially could be a gateway here. The rogue trying to see if he can waddle over to him. Kreisbad not getting just yet as the rogue goes into line of sight. It is gonna be a fresh new slime for Kreisbad to drain as Kronk is gonna be down on the lower half platform, trying to make some damage happen into the succubus, build some calm points, and try to keep the pistol shot slows on Kreisbad while he's up above. The Warlock jumping down, has a port in case he needs to. Blade rush for the rogue to be able to connect kidney shot. That's going to be a succubus CC. No trigger for the rogue, didn't pre-cloak the succubus. So it's going to be pretty rough here. Banish onto the slime as Bonza falls out in the rogue. Mortal Coil doesn't walk him actually. At the last second it does. Soul Rod set up, but Kreisbad going to have a little bit extra damage, but also extra health to work with here. Kronk trying to see if he can max out some of the damage. Big grapple to catch up to Kreisbad. Kreisbad still has the port if he wants to use a blind to Kreisbad just to disrupt that cast. Kidney shot, no succubus CC. Wall is out for the Warlock as he's feeling a little bit of pressure here. The rogue gouging the succubus. Quick fear by Kreisbad while the wall is still on him. Kronk still holding on to a Cloak of Shadows. Kreisbad could go for the gateway if he wanted to. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have any problems gating out of here. Gonna be advantaged by the rogue though. Out of the Bonzafel, breaking the chain. That's gonna be a quick cheap shot on Kreisbad. Flesh Cup to interrupt and immune the succubus seduction. Very well done. Big gateway by Kreisbad with a fear onto the rogue. Is gonna get himself a blade rush. I think one to go with a kick, and he might have tried to kick and just missed it completely. Kronk is gonna have himself flesh cup. Cloak of Shadows as the chaos bolt comes in. That's gonna be Kreisbad with a soul shape kidney shot. Doesn't succubus have a way to disrupt it? It looks like it doesn't. Having to take global to set up his buffs, which is going to eat into the rogue's potential burst setup with that kidney shot. And if maybe he didn't have to spend a global re-rolling, it might have been okay because he was getting some pressure. Gonna be Bonza fell into Kronk with the Infernal added in. And then Infernal hopefully is going to close the gap. Kronk tried to stay away from the pets as well as the Warlock. Kreisbad getting that line of sight from a distance. Just needs a pixel to see from Kronk. Is able to get some damage in. Gonna be a Drill rush up for Kronk. Potentially Succubus CC. Succubus CC broken with a trinket. As Kronk looking to end the duel here. Mortar Coil by Kreisbad. No way for the Rogue to break out of it. Cataclysm and potentially maybe even a Chaos Bolt. Gouge quickly onto Kreisbad. The Rogue has no health at all. And I think Kreisbad is going to have it vanished quickly by the Rogue. But the dots is going to have a shield as well as a sipping cup. Kreisbad not looking all that good right now though, unless he has a Warlock Hellstone, maybe with a Battle Master Trinket. And Kronk is going to be able to get himself a full reset. Looks like waited out all the dots with the reset in stealth. Kreisbad looking to pick up the eye. Cheap shot onto Kreisbad. Succubus is there to prevent the damage from the rogue, and I think Kreisbad could end it right here. He is not really at the highest health ever. That's going to be a Cataclysm onto Kronk with a port for Kreisbad. Can the rogue reconnect? He doesn't have a Cloak of Shadows or anything. Maybe a Sipping Cup. He just needs to find a way to CC Kreisbad. Looks like CC comes out from Warlock first. It's going to go for that Shadow Burn Execute. And El Toro is going to be next up over for Team 2. Has exactly the same glaive weapon setup as the Rogue, but hopefully he'll have an easier time than the Rogue. Versus Kreisbad, going to be that Karma really early on by the Rogue. Zuen is in play. Big spin to win. Kreisbad going for the massive ports, trying to get away from the Monk. He's trying to avoid the Monk at his best damage right now. In cap onto Kreisbad. Is going to go for a port as Zuen breaks that in cap. Fear onto Zuen. And Kreisbad again just trying to stay away from the Monk as best possible. Trying to go for a Shadow Fury. Trying not to get interrupted on Shadow Fury. Looks like he's going to be able to go for a Shadow Fury. Fear. Trinket out of the Monk with the Fist of Fury. Kreisbad, unless he has a way to stop it, is going to go for a wall. Trying to see if he can counter damage back to El Toro. Unless he has a Mortal Coil. The Mortal Coil is in. But it's going to be Bonza Fell burning. Drain of Life is up for Kreisbad. Healing only a little bit. Trying to go for a Fear. Getting a juke out of El Toro. It's going to hit him with another Fear. But looks like the damage onto Kreisbad was enough to kill him. I guess the images by themselves killed him. Was that potentially maybe a was that a Battle Master's trinket that fell off as well? Miss Traps is going to be up next. Let's see if he misses any traps. Playing that Necrolord Hunter, getting that bond, the what is it, binding shot onto El Toro. Miss Traps is going to get the explosive shot onto El Toro. Has a double tap ready to go. Rapid fire, big damage. El Toro not in a fantastic position. Could be in that execute range. Knockback by the Hunter. Try to see if he can disengage to the other side of the arena with a Serpent Kick. Going to be a silence with a healing reduction. Trying to go for Vivifies while his healing is reduced slightly. Don't really know if that's a good idea. Scatter shot by a Miss Traps into a slow onto El Toro. Has the aim shot ready. Does El Toro have any damage? BDB burst potentially available. Unless, you know what? I think he's Kyrian. I actually think he's Kyrian. Going to be the Death Chakram on the Monk. The Hunter getting hit with a Karma. Better be a little bit careful with that Karma. Might have to go for Turtle Shell. Going to be a knockback on El Toro. He's going to back up out of there. That's going to be that binding shot. Getting El Toro really, really low. Trying to see if he can pour it out of it. Still cannot move. It's fully rooted. Aim shot to follow. Is there going to be a kill shot after? Kill shot by Amin Straps, taking down the Monk. With Sojiro charging in next. Stormbolt as a freezing trap trays the CC. And Mistrap should be able to bow out of there for a quick second. Needs to keep a slow until Sojiro as best as possible. Double tap, ready to go. Has a disengage. That's going to be the Chimeric Poison to silence as well as reduce some of the damage he heals. Sojiro, big explosive to follow. Mistraps could be in a bad spot. Going to be banner up for Sojiro. Turtle Shell immediately. Sojiro, I don't think he can go for a shattering throw through Turtle. Can he? I'm pretty sure he's just going to get deflected. Tried to Stormbolt into the Hunter. That Turtle was still on him for a second. Going to be the binding shot to follow. Sojiro is definitely going to get himself CC'd here. And Sojiro is actually rooted out. Can't really do much. Parry is up. Trying to live as best as he can. Has a lot of borrowed health. Even a Battle Messenger can get used. Fleshcraft is up. Getting interrupted really quickly. Going to be a quick disengage by Mistraps. Might be in a bad position without a lot of mobility. Sojiro did get himself a bit of a Fleshcraft. Freeze the trap to follow. Eventually, that trinket is going to fall off with the extra bonus health. Sojiro stunning Mistraps, trying to see if he can keep going. The scatter shot comes out. Big leap by the warrior. Unless Mistraps has summon here to get away from the warrior, they might not be in a great spot. Gonna be the, oh my goodness, Sojiro charging in with an X. He got himself reflect in case there's a freezer trap, just to see if he might be able to make it. And Sojiro still has Antu G-Funk Sizzling to get through. That might be a rough one. You are a warrior. You might as well utilize the Necrolord buff as a warrior for as long as you can. Sizzling with that G-Pie cooking up. Ring of Fire to follow. Going to be a lot of damage. Sojiro with a Spell Reflect. Does he reflect anything back to Sizzling? It never reflected something. Did he reflect the Ring of Fire dot or something? It looked like he was taken down little by little. Gonna be Sojiro bailing out of there. I don't think we're gonna be seeing a Flesh Gift out of this man anytime soon. I think Flesh Gift is about lined up with his rallying cry, so he's gonna be in a bad spot. Maybe has a fear, does have a fear actually, could use the fear to just give himself a little bit of survivability. Gotta be that Undead, Forsaken, or Racial coming out for Sizzling with the Ring of Frost to follow. Sojiro trying to go for Reflect. He's not gonna be able to do much. Sizzling is gonna wait out with a G-Pipe, making sure there's no Reflect. I think Sajiro could be in a bad spot. He does have second wind, so while he was CC'd, he actually was healing a lot. So that's going to be Sizzle action. Then execute rage. Wait, he's actually done for. Going for the Warlock Hellstone. No health left. It looks like Sajiro did kill him right through the cauterize. Shadow throw from distance. Does he have a way to catch up? And leaping on top of Sizzling. Going to be combustion available. Reflecting one of the fire blasts. Sizzling might still be in trouble. Shifting power. Maybe he can get a shield. I think it's over. Yep. It is over. And Colin Nurse, the enhancement shaman, taking him out. My goodness, Sajiro, my man. That was actually so clutch. Oh my god. I'm surprised that Execute did not do the trick. Gonna be the big curing burst out of G-Funk, getting the root onto Colin Nurse. It's gonna harpoon to him, but then kind of phase through the bridge. That's a little funky. Oh. Maybe you try to flank and strike him. That's what I think you try to do. Gonna be big as sentence, but I think you're not sending anywhere. But the graveyard potentially will call Nurse, try to see if he can live. Gonna be a stun, but G-Funk as he gets low. Shane Harvey's getting interrupted. Maybe he can get a heal. Looks like G-Funk is gonna be playing out that Kyrian with the bridge strat, flank and strike, harpoons and everything. Well done for the first game, boys. Let's get another one up and running, dudes. Let's get another duel up and running today, yeah? Let's get another team in there, dude. We gotta get Jesus, we gotta get May because Anto and Cedric just played each other. I know it's I know you want to play. We gotta get May and Jesus in here as well. Let's do this, boys. Let's do it. What is this? Oh. Garbage. Thanks, email. Appreciate you. Do you ever get those garbage emails that make you think it's something important and then it's not at all? Yeah, I hate those. USL, what is it? 110 games? How many games are written? 20? 119, right? 20. Cool. Yo, Kragar, my man! How you doing, my dude? Hey, how's it going? Let's get main. And I guess we can go Sentry versus Kragar? Or is it Sentry's team that had... Which one of the teams had G-Funk in there that who just won? I don't remember. I think it was Sentries. I think it was Archies. Let's get Jesus in here because he was on the one of the first few people that messaged. And main. Yo, Frogu. Hey, miss watching these videos. Wondering what to play, Mage or Warlock. Any advice? Both of them are pretty good right now. If you're talking about PvE or PvP, I'd say Mages are really nuts right now. Like Fire in particular. Warlocks are not bad at all. Just Warlocks are a little bit like mid-ish tier. Like, they definitely have some strengths of their own, but like, Mages are pretty good in raids. Mages are really good in keys, and they're pretty easy to pick up in PvP. There's quite a lot of, well, okay, not easy, because I'm not going to say it's easy because I don't play main. But there's a lot of them, and I would imagine like spamming Fire Blast, Pyros, Ukabus, it's still really effective. It is still really good. What's up, Dirk? How you doing, my guy? Hope you having a good one. Jorgen, let us know which group you're in, and maybe we can get more dudes in there. What's up, Johnny? How you doing, my dude? Pavel, free spots on the Alliance group. Yo, feel free to advertise any groups you got available, boys. Can you send me a B tag? Say Salmon Curl. Yeah, I can. Let me check after this one. Hey, Dalaran, what's up, Jake? How you doing, my guy? Hope you have a good one. What's up, Celtic? How you doing, my guy? Boys, hope you guys are enjoying the streams. If you guys are new, hit subscribe button. What are you doing? If you guys are enjoying the streams, hit the like button. Appreciate it, boys. Appreciate it much. All right, let's get another duel up and running, boys. Twitch. Got us all team one together with Bach. Love the music. Love the classicals from Bach himself. We got us Degmund. I want to also go called Desmond, but Degmund, I guess that'll work. Kib actually taking lots of damage in the opener. I didn't even realize Wolf is the man chasing after him. Wolf is hunting him down. Wolf is just... Oh my goodness, getting stunned up as about to get infused. Gonna be a trinket and a turtle out of Wolf as he sees a setup from Kib. Hits him with a freezing trap, getting really aggressive before he can even really introduce him in Team 1. Boys, Kib gonna have to go for a very much a caster heavy play. You gotta worry about interrupts, you gotta worry about stuns, freezing traps, trying to see if he can just survive. Doesn't need to go for a disperse. Gonna be lots of pressure by Wolf. No more interrupts. Kib might actually be able to go for some healing. Could potentially still be a disperse moment either way. And Kib getting super low is gonna go for disperse. Does Wolf have any way to stop the healing? You could, I think, primarily we'll go for Chimeric, and maybe doing Chimeric during that point. Maybe there'll be some healing opportunity for him to disperse. Gonna be Kib still somehow surviving. Gonna be the Death Chakram on out by the Hunter as Wolf is going back to that Necrolord gameplay, giving him lots of that survivability. Stunned by Kib with the shackles. Wolf going for feign death, removing it. Quick fear by Kib to follow. He expects that feint death, removing all the dots, removing all his ability to do any kind of damage, any kind of pressure. And Kib is going to see if he can back the hell out of dodge for second landing. That interrupt early out of Wolf. Stun to fall, trick out of mind control. Going to be a quick feint death by Wolf. So Kib could go for some damage. Shadowboard death though. Oh, I think we're trying to use Shadowboard death for this freezing trap, but ends up hurting himself. Not like a Pokemon thing. He hurt himself in confusion, but Kib knew exactly what he was doing. No confusion about that. Wolf still with so much pressure. Kib trying to go for a mind games with a quick feint death by Wolf. Going to be Void Eruption. Can he catch the Hunter in any of the Void Eruptions? Looks like he missed him completely. Big kill shot by the Hunter. Wolf with a stun, and that's going to be Kib. Super low on health. Queen, that's going to be Greater Fate for a second. Does he have survivability? Wolf is going to send the pets and letting those bad boys hunt him down. Quick feint, quick reset with a camo. Hunter legendary that gives you such a short CD on your feint death together with the PvP town feint death is a very, very strong combination, boys. A pretty damn strong combo with Void Form as a Necrolord Shadow Priest. I missed you, buddy. Void Form gonna be up next. Necro versus Necro. It looks like as soon as Blizzard announced that, hey, we're gonna be nerfing that Fleshcraft shield by a little bit. 30% of someone's health, maybe, instead of 40. And it's also not going to have the same, like, health scaling before the arena. Going to be big damage on a Void Form. Actually, just under so much pressure. Mind you, this person, it looks like he actually wanted just to walk at Wolf. Had so much pressure. That was actually PI as well as Vampire Brace. But looks like Wolf with just the ungodly pressure of a Beastmaster Hunter. Interrupted a Void Form. Got himself in with a small amount of healing. Tried to go for a Void Eruption. Doesn't have the instant cast Void Eruptions. And Wolf is just going to bounce back away from those eruptions. Just trying not to get CC'd by them without horror effect. Trying to create some line of sight as it looks like Void Form finally catching up a bit on damage. Finally got the dots rolling. Walking towards Wolf is going to get the fear on the pets as well as the Hunter. Catching up on healing. Is playing the Necrolord Shadow Priest build where whenever he sends out his Necrolord ability, the Transfusion, he's going to summon a Magus of the Dead. The Magus is going to ramp up, but it's going to be more ramping damage with, oh my goodness, the Death Chakram. That ability is going to be pretty good in PvP. 10% extra damage while it's on the enemy, while it gives you resources, while it does some solid damage. That's going to be really good in PvP for Hunters. I think it's definitely a consideration for a lot of people. Bach is going to be picking up the eye. It is a Marksman Hunter versus Wolf. And Bach is opting out to go with a pet for single target damage like in PvE style. Single target damage with a Hunter pet is not the worst, and for PvP it gives you all that utility, which you might really need. Compared to the consistent pressure of Wolf, looks like he's actually going to send the pets over at the pet of Bach and just letting the pets kind of mangle this thing up. Just going to take the pet out of the game and potentially just dominate in the pet gameplay. Bach trying to pull his pet back as a marksman. He could go potentially for big rapid fire. I don't know what Covenant Bach is playing. Was he also Necrolord? No, he's curious. He's trying to walk out. Oh, massive damage out of Bach out of nowhere with a trying to go for a binding shot onto SP. Didn't quite hit him. Gonna be the stun as SP is getting hyper aggressive in the opener here. Scatter shot. Gonna be that Magus joining the fight. And Bach is gonna have to go for a big reset. Where is Bach's pet? Is that thing still alive? Try to run. Oh, he has the Magus. He has the Technically Boy, and the Magus slapping him around. He's actually taking so much damage from these pets behind the pillar. Jesus. Bach is not in a good position. Better feint death and camo it out. Yep. Better feint death and camo it out. That was a rough one. That was a ton of pressure, boys. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Fuck, Forty, I gotcha. I need to set up a bot for stuff like this, honestly. I really, really do. Here we go, my guy. So you can add me if you have a group. SB from Skullcrusher is going to go for a full Fleshcraft reset. Is Bach just going to let the pet stay dead and go Lone Wolf from here on out? Or is he going to resummon it? Maybe just try to go for a big setup. Binding shot. Looks like it connected. Massive spell. As SB might have to go for Greater Fate here. Actually, he doesn't have a Greater Fate. Full burst. That is going to be dispersed out of him while the Fleshcraft shield is up. Trying to hold on to a Fleshcraft the best as he can. Freezing trap. It looks like Bach is going to go for a pet resummon. That's going to be a trinket out of SP. Stun onto Bach. Trinket out of the Hunter. Quick feint death to follow. SP is going to summon the Mages of the Dead. That thing is definitely going to start walking to Bach. If you can at least just stay away from these pets, stay away from a free damage, it might be okay. The pets are going to draw attention on the pets of SP, so it looks like both of them are pet classes now. That's going to be Bach trying to poke out to see there's some damage, but the Siphon started searing his mind as soon as he just shown his face. Mind Flay onto SP, swapping it onto the Hunter. The Hunter is kind of lowish on health, sitting about half his health. Needs to wait until the next big curing go. He's going to have some cooldowns with it. SP has one Greater Fate to work with. If he can make that Greater Fate happen, then he'll be okay. A bug just trying to poke out whenever possible. Got himself that sippy cup with a little bit of healing. Acceleration not available for a bit. Looks like his sippy cup is a healing over time. The Kyrian sippy. Managed to get his pigeon back out. He's a little swolken boy. Or girl, or either one. A little swolken. Didn't they also add a glyph in maybe 915 so you can get a tiny, like a baby swolken? Baby Alkin. Freezing trap thrown in as SP closes the gap for that fear. That's going to be a little bit of CC for CC. Bach getting hit with a stun. The pet is on the hunter. Going to be a siphon. Full pets are up. Bach with a turtle shell is going to probably have to go for the exil. There's their exil. As SP is going to turn the attention onto the pet. He wants the pets, his own Shadow Priest pets, to chase after Bach. Hits him with a Mind Seer. The Shadow Priest pet just kind of stops in place. Bach's still in trouble. I think his man is actually still dead. Shadow Ward. Death around the corner, taking him out. Had himself a hell of a run versus Wolf. But the Shadow Priest with the consistent damage he has is going to be pretty rough to deal with. Going to be a mind control immediately as Jesus closes the gap with SP. Trying to play out that Frost DK. It looks like he has one weapon in each hand, but trust me, it is most likely just a Mog. Most likely he has a big old two-hander because I don't know a single DK that plays dual wield in PvP. Stun onto SP as he goes for a disperse, trying to keep that fleshcraft shield for as long as possible. Just waddling away from Jesus, trying to see if he can get a cast in between. Maybe he can get interrupted out Jesus really early. Silenced by the death that thrown in the dragon as he had a little bit of damage ramped up versus SP. Immediate interrupt as soon as he tries to cast VT, and now the priest might be in a good position to actually get some casts off. Going to be the full set of pets up and running. The siphon getting focused on by the death net. Void eruption to follow. It's going to be the mindbender as well as the mages. Jesus is going to be under a lot of pressure, ton of pressure with the IBF coming out. Silence under Jesus might be an opportunity where he cannot really heal himself too much. He's able to at least generate the physical damage as well, go for death strikes, but the amount of damage he can heal through, maybe with like, I don't know, death codes, is going to be limited for a second. Sacrificing the ghoul, trying to rotate all of his big all of his shorter defenses first before the big detrimental one, which is going to be the Death Pact. It's a little different than Dark Pact. I keep calling it Dark Pact because I've seen so many Warlocks running Dark Pact as recently, but it's the same animation. Like the same icon of this red fist. Red hellish fist. Although for Death Knights, instead of giving him a shield, it actually gives him a lot of health. Just necrotic's a good portion of it as well. So you can't heal. Silencer SP could be in trouble. The Siphon is going to get a slow onto Jesus. Maybe give an opportunity to catch a reheal. Son of Jesus has a chicken for it. SP looking for that execute. Does he get it? Jesus trying to go for as many death touches as he can. With the flash cut to follow. SP trying to go for as much damage as possible. Disperse is back up and available. Jesus has a flash cut, but the mages of the dead and all the other pets are trying to blast at him. He's going to create some line inside. The pets are back up on him. Not going to be able to go first aid. Trying to go for death strikes. It looks like death strikes and giving him quite a bit of healing from the Kevin slime. Trying to get some healing off that slime, but the mages of the dead is just continuing to blast him. Jesus did survive, narrowly had to burn runic weapon in order to be able to do the stun onto SP. And Jesus trying to get himself some blitz in. Grippy hand is up, ready to fade up for SP. And looks like no interrupt for Jesus. This is going to be a mind control. SP just needs to wait this out. He just needs to mind control him off of bridge, keep him down below, keep him at bay. I think for Jesus it might be a situation where I don't really know how the Death Knight can win. Can the Death Knight even win this one? And messes up. He's going to be able to at least cover his advance here. Got himself Pillar of Frost to follow. Needs to crack through that shield. Stun into SP as the Fear comes out at the same time. Looks at Jesus. Not going to set that stun for long at all. Siphon available. Silence out of SP. Is going to need to turn around and eliminate the Siphon. Silence out of Jesus. The Siphon is still on him. The Mindbender is on him. That's going to be also the Mages of the Dead. All the pets are on him. Dara is going to be executed around the corner and SP taking him out. And Deckman is going to be last one. Necrolord Feral. Try to see if he can push his way through the Shadow Priest. The Priest walking into this one with a Trinket. Disperse very, very soon. Greater Fate available in case he needs to. No Fear for a while. He's going to Trinket very, very late versus Deckman. Trying not to get interrupted. Greater Fate not living long at all. Going to be dispersed at 10 minutes mark with a 35% dampening. Something to watch out for. Start out to Deckman. And I don't think the Feral is going to Trinket this. He's in a position where he 100% wins if he just waits it. And he'll be in a position where he could potentially fight the Demon Hunter and Tagsy, the Warlock, who are on standby. SP try to catch up on some healing. Has a Siphon PI as well as a Void Eruption to his name, but that's really about it. Fear by the Shadow Priest. Get himself a PI. I'm trying to go mind control. Degman just trying to throw him on the platform. Is going to be successful at it, but the dots catch up with him. Not much you can really do with 38% dampener. Tags is going to be up next, setting up a gateway as well as a port. before the duel starts. And the Pharaoh better get aggressive here, realizing that it's a Warlock he's playing up against. I think it was expected for whoever it was to just run straight at him. But he's going to need to get himself some dodge, get some pressure, get some damage. There's a Warlock with limited amount of defenses to work with. Not the biggest amount of healing either. It is Affliction while at it, so you should be able to see the burst from a mile away because it is a lot of cooldowns overlapping. Going to be Dark Soul with potentially big damage. Dots are up, but Degman not popping in the wall, just trying to go for wild growth and regrowth, trying to heal through the damage over time. Looks like Taxi is actually going to have some decent dots in it. That is also Dark Glare and everything. Degman did not wall this at all and actually might be so behind. Cannot win this one. Shackles and Malediction to follow. I think it's just over. Taxi taking him out. Just loaded him up full of dots. Hit him with a shackle. No way for the Pharaoh to return. And Wolf came in with him. 2 snipes. Quick kill by Bach. And then SP returns with a bit of that pet pressure to follow, dude. We got pet classes all on team 2, don't we? That's a lot of pet classes there. What is that team 2? That was team SP, which is a team main. Is that what that was? Awesome in here. Let's go, boys. Let's get another one up in here, boys. We gotta get Kragar. And I guess let's do Asuma since that is new, right? Those are 2 teams that are on standby. We'll try to switch around Sentry and Jesus around with Anto as well. We got ourselves quite a few teams, so we'll try to get as many games as we can. So Kragar and Asuma. Jesus and main. Actually, Sentry and Anto would separate those 2. We're gonna have to throw main and Jesus around versus Sentry and Asuma. I think we'll see if May or if Jesus is available after this. What's up, Miles? Enter went offline. I'm leader of this group. Got a group in your horde. Miles, do I have the add-on real ID? Yes or no? If I do, that's awesome. Looking for what people for Alliance. Gonna be, guys. I'm more than welcome to advertise that you have a group available for Alliance or Horde. Looking for groups, boys. Added brother R40. Let me know what's your B tag, my dude, and I'll add you, guys. Let me know what your B tags are so I can find you easier. Okay. Fight for Glory, Blood and Thunder, and of course Dal. We'll see my comment as well. What's up, Ian? How you doing, my guy? Dal working on Conquest Armor at the moment. I don't care if I'm going to be able to get both daggers today, but I'm 100% getting one today. Hell yeah, dude. Let's go, my guy. Big Webs. What's up, Gilgamesh? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. One more horde in the year. Let's go, boys. Victory. What's up, let's go, my guy. Yo, let's go, my dude. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful evening. You guys having a wonderful, beautiful one, boys. Did I save that one? Better have. Well, if I didn't before, then I did now. You're fruity, Dad. Oh, hold on. Which? Got ourselves fruity dad in here, dude. Oh, fruity uncle. Actually, it's fruity dad. It's like fruity grandpa. Or actually, when you think about it, because fructove, actually, little fructove means fruity. Dad is more like I don't know, fruity guy, fruity dude, fruity grandpa. I like fruity dad. Gonna be fruity dad taking so much damage from Asuma. Enter immediate alter time. Decided to alter that altercation completely. Asuma trying to see if he could back up out of there. Not before eating a couple of those Fire Blast Pyros, as Fruity gonna be switching it out actually. Playing out instead of that Night Faith that a lot of mages play, instead of playing that Venthyr. If they can go for that Venthyr mirrors on against any target, that's a lot of Fire Blast that you can get back. That's a lot of survivability. Missing! Oh no, he was missing! That Ring of Frost looks like he might be able to get Asuma with it either way. Looks like he's going to be able to get a line of sight. Great G-Pie coming out. Gonna be the Mirrors of Tremor Frost. If he goes for any spells or auto attack damage abilities, he will be in trouble. Cloak of Shadows removing all the debuffs all at once. Tried to stay away from Mage as he got himself images and everything. Asuma most likely is going to be able to catch a reset. It's got an Arcane Explosion to get him out in the open. Trinket by Fruity with a Breath onto Asuma. Shackles and Malediction to follow. Get a shot by Asuma just to break out of those shackles. Blinded to Fruity to follow. Ice blocks it just to stay in. Trying to Fire Blast the Rogue down. Pyrus to follow. Asuma barely alive, just simping down with health. And looks like he is going to go down. Fire Blast and the Master. Burning the boy out of the way. What is going on here? Why do we only have 4 people on team 2? Punisher is going to be up next as a Necrolord monk. Interesting. I like his mog, dude. It's very turquoise. I don't think it's a mog you really see often. His gloves I feel like don't fit. But why is there only 4 on team 2, by the way? Did somebody leave? Did somebody bail? Well, hopefully they'll be able to all get a chance to play against your boy Fruity Dad. Punisher, though, he knows where Fruity Dad is at. Fruity just going for a complete reset there. He did Icebox, Trinket, and everything just to beat a rogue. Can Fruity Dad live this out versus a monk? Hits him with a polymorph immediately. Gonna be running out of power with a G-Pi. Does running power buff your great pyroblast damage? I don't think it does it? It's going to be a pretty big shield. Fleshcraft available for Punisher. Trying to go for a full route onto Fruity Dad. Is going to be a silence on the Shadow. So Fruity Dad's actually free to cast Lexium onto him. Fruity is going to go for a big combustion. Punisher might have to go for a Karma here. Fruity does go for an ult to time in order to reset him back to the hellbar he was at. Just trying not to damage into the Karma while he can. And potentially going to be a bunch of Fire Blast to follow Punisher. His Karma is drained out. Cannot get any more value off it. Is going to go for a bit of a reset. Dora Shadows maybe potentially setting up a Fruity. But not really. Just waiting it out. Never mind. Actually just going to go for food instead. Just going to slow the game down completely. Punisher is going to be behind on cooldowns a little. That's going to be a Fleshcraft interrupted by Fruity before he accumulates his full value. I want to say it was there for half the channel duration. So maybe it was like, what, 20% of his health? That's still going to be quite a lot for the Fruity to get through. Going to be a Trinket out of the poly as Punisher's getting aggressive. Ring of Peace just to disrupt any cast. Trying not to become a little tiny dinosaur polymorph. He's trying to avoid as best as he can. Fruity so far looking very, very healthy. No dampening just yet. I'm going to guess that triple Triune Ward shield thing is helping him out. That is getting nerfed by, it's like going from 50% effectiveness in PvP to 35% effectiveness in PvP. So it's a slight nerf, but a nerf for sure. Mirrors of Torment set up as Punisher is going to take a bit of damage. That's going to be G-Pi, has a port for it, quite a bit of damage burning through a shield, and that's going to be Punisher interrupted on his cast. Trick out of Fruity out of that incap just to get some pressure rolling. Punisher is going to have to go for a cast, but as he does this, he's actually going to have Mirrors of Torment proccing on him. If he goes in for any of the casts, anything casting, anything auto attacks or damage and abilities can all proc Mirrors of Torment. But he did get a very big kill there. Between that and Expel Harm is actually nuts. Breath of the Punisher with a poly of Fruity Dad setting up another G-Pi. I don't really know. Fruity, you got... I guess maybe Fruity was just trying to see if he could maybe some cooldowns come back. He got about a minute on that ice block. Gonna be the Panda race though. Your Punisher just hit him with a Panda, put him in a sleeper hold, and rolled out of there, dude. Punisher just tried to see if he can get himself some cooldowns himself. And Fruity is perfectly fine just slowing the game down completely. We are not even a dampening yet. But with Fruity having to go for like long, slow setups, I imagine it's gonna take him a second before he can get a kill to Punisher, especially with the amount of mobility monks have. In cap, gonna be BDB. Looks like he broke his own BDB. BDB broke to in cap. Is that normal? I don't know if it is or isn't, but definitely broke it. Or maybe he used images a little early. Gonna be a G-Pi flying over a Punisher, taking a bit of damage, combustion up as the mage is ablaze. He wants to go in for the damage, wants to burn the whole thing down. Punisher with a Ring of Peace. Booping Fruity out of the way of Fleshcraft, and Fruity is going to go for a bit of a reset. As Fruity trying to go maybe for some food, Punisher rolls in, but not aggressive, just wants to really just make Fruity Dad stand up, just to make him stand for a second. Is he going to be able to get food? I actually know he's in combat. Yeah, so I'm wondering what Punisher's strategy is at this point. I feel like if you go for a good setup versus Fruity with a big BDB, you could still make it happen. I mean, you are a monk. Lexium, in order going to be a polymorph, breaking out of that polymorph with a Trinket. Fruity is going to back the hell out of there, as it is Fool's When and images available. Potentially the Punisher is going in for the big damage. Going to be a root, as Fruity just trying to avoid it altogether. Between Woods, between Brad, between the polys, he literally doesn't need to touch him. He's just literally looking at him like waiting out, counting down the timer until Zwen is off, until the images are off. He literally doesn't need to be over there at all. As it is a full flash cut down for Punisher, has an in-cap on the Fruity. And looks like he's still playing defensively. Gonna be a poly by Fruity Dad. Can they actually make a play? Yo, so far Punisher has been on the run, dude. Like a criminal on the run. Mirrors of Torment is up as Fruity sends out a couple Fire Blasts. Pyros, in fact, I think Fruity wants Punisher to actually use abilities. Try to go for a Diffuse Magic to reverse the Mirrors of Torment. I don't think you can... Did you pre-diffuse magic before the mirrors, or did you try to diffuse mirrors? Can you diffuse mirrors? I think you can. Gonna be Punisher actually silence himself and ruin himself as he goes for another cast to heal himself. In cap onto Fruity, breaks out of it somehow, missing that breath, but the monk has plenty of mobility. I think we might need to give Team 2 another chance at some point, Team Asuma, because they did have a one guy left. We got a bit of a bug with Fruity Dad. Looking a little tall. Okay, at least the game thinks he's like 6 foot. But in fact, he's 5'9", dude. Oh my god. What a perspective. 6 foot perspective here, boys. Gonna be in cap as a G-Pi hits Punisher. He is still on the run. This man is actually quite slippery. Quick intro by Fruity Dad. Can you maybe make something happen? Looks like Punisher is playing this super defensively. He's gonna jab over to the images, rolling out kind of in front of line of sight of Fruity. He's gonna set a Pi, or rather a Pyro. But he's not really... Is Fruity blink? Is Fruity playing the normal blink? If he's normal blink, it probably explains why he doesn't want to push in, because he got one big blink, which he wants to mostly use it as defensive. G-Pi getting set up. Maybe something can happen. Punisher trinkets out of the polymorph just to disrupt the G-Pi, making some damage happen with a set of images. When joined the fight, finally maybe able to get some pressure in. Going to be Fist of Fury as Fruity goes in for a big port out of the way. Punisher immediately jukes all the way back into his own room. Oh, you're looking at half an hour of Monk running. Yo, I don't really know, dude. Anybody and everybody's welcome to the Duels. I think this guy just wants to win. You know what I mean? I want to give everybody a chance here, but Maddox is just waiting now. So is Effective, and so far Effective in fact going to be less effective as we get into the higher dampening. But Punisher trying to do what he can. Fruity not really getting aggressive. Is Troll on the stream? Maybe. Maybe he is, maybe he's not. I would know. Big BDB is up. Fruity trying to go for a poly. No more trinket by the monk, so potentially he might not be able to get out of it easily. Has a diffuse magic if he wants, so potentially karma. That's going to be a big combust available for Fruity. Punisher bails out of the ring of peace on one side. Fruity again blinking, and it looks like he does play normal blink. That's why he doesn't have the mobility he normally has. Ultra time is up, trying to catch up to Punisher. Use it ultra time just to get close. Trinkets out of that sleeper hold by the Panda. That's going to be a quick route onto Punisher. Does he have any ways out of it? Ring of Frost to follow. Maybe Fruity has a G-Pi here. Is this the end? The karma could come out for Punisher either way. Shackle's malediction. I don't know if he's going to get any kind of healing. Is going to go for a diffuse magic. That's going to be karma, but I think he's still able to burn through a karma, and down he goes. Oh my goodness. Fruity trying to make some plays. Big BDB burst out of Maddox. Got himself set of images. Big Fist of Fury, and it looks like Fruity is gonna blink out of it as soon as he can. I don't know if he was maybe waiting now for burst or waiting until blink is back up. Potentially could be an ice buck out of him. Maddox booping him back out of the room. Polymorph is up onto the monk. Either way, it is going to be a little bit DR. Fruity does need to go for a bit of a reset. And look at the team one, dude. They're all rowdy. They're all just running places. They want to play as well. Fruity, I think, though, is trying to see if he can make it a 4 show, if at all possible. Ring of Frost is going to CC that Zuen. Maddox has images on top of Fruity. He's going to get frozen. He himself is also going to get frozen, but it's heavily DR'd. Quick board for Maddox. Able to catch up to Fruity. Has a jab Lego in order to stay on him. And that's going to be Fruity with the ultra time. Can use the ultra time in order to reset. Maddox without a stun, so there's not a real way for him to prevent the damage. Fruity's going to blink into Maddox. Is going to have himself the ultra time, giving a bit of hell of breath onto Maddox with a poly. No more trinket by the monk. That's Fruity going to try to see if he can disconnect out of there for a second. G-Pi cooking up, sending it with a Mirrors of Torment onto Maddox, who is going to get aggressive here. Fleshcut is keeping him alive, but burned through very quickly. Whirling Dragon Punch missing just by a hair versus Fruity Dad as he goes for a Nova onto Maddox, letting him just cast spells. Actually, interrupted him. Doesn't want him to cast spells. Gonna be that Mirrors of Torment getting a root. Karma out for Maddox. Looks like Fruity Dad is gonna probably just combust right through it. Maddox just going for Fire Blast. Diffuse Magic to follow. Fruity just continued to pump Fire Blast into him. He doesn't care about the Karma. He doesn't care about Diffuse Magic. He just continued to make as much damage happen. And Maddox had to burn a lot of defenses, but Fruity just continued pumping damage over and over. Breath onto Maddox, get interrupted. Fruity interrupted him on freeze. Going to be ultra time for Fruity. It's going to be touching death, but the Cauterize is going to keep him in place. It is going to get himself a blink. Most likely is going to get that ultra time unless he decided against it. I think he decided against the ultra time. Try to get himself some food. That's going to be a Ring of Peace, booping him out of the way, preventing him from eating. Trinket available for Maddox very, very soon. Looks like Fruity is going to go for that full reset. Poly onto Maddox, used to catch up on healing. 40% dampening as we hit in that 11-minute mark. Almost 12-minute, actually. And Maddox mounted up. Can Fruity Dad survive it? Could he potentially? He's not Nightface, so he doesn't have the Seed Pod. He is Ventier, so he got mobility, but that's really about it. Looks like he's playing Nadja too, so maybe he could get some versatility from Nadja. Trying to see if he can get a poly onto Maddox. Gonna be a Whirling Dragon Punch from Maddox. Rooted. It's gonna be a trinket out of Fruity. No more trinkets out. In cap really quickly. Maddox just trying to do whatever he can just to finish him off. Poly. That's gonna be Zuen getting that nice old pat Nice old tippity tap. Thanks is gonna be the up next paladin with a stun to Maddox, immediate trinket, ring of peace by Maddox with a flesh cut to follow. Thanks. Charging and playing out that Necrolord. I really do want to see more of that, actually. I really want to see more of that. Interrupt on the Maddox is just trying to go for a bit of that Divine Storm Blessing of Protection versus that Karma. So Maddox is actually kind of naked out in the open, but he has the mobility. Can things catch up to him at all? Might be able to. Blade of Justice with a stun onto Matt, trying to see maybe damage, and there goes you. The big proc comes out by the Paladin. I think that was the Necrolord proc with the Gavel into a Templar's Verdict, into a Divine Storm that followed. And effective is going to be up next. Another of those Gavels coming down. Effective Battle Master Trinket. Everything available. Going with a full burst. That's going to be a bubble out of tanks. Trying to go for Shadow Throw. Will not be able to finish it. Going to be Thanks. Actually able to avoid the break of the Shattering. Is able to catch up on a little bit of healing too. Was Eye for an Eye, was ever defensive. Thanks is completely out of options. Going to be effective back in defensive stance. Hit him with a disarm stun onto the warrior. Has a trinket if he needs to. It's going to be Thanks without a weapon for a second. Effective with defensive stance. Might be able to go for a rallying cry at some point. He might need it here. Thanks completely out of options in terms of how to deal with this defensively. Reflect on the tank. Thanks, I don't really know what he reflected back to him. Going to be Battle Master Trinket, but Thanks does find the birds, does find the damage to capitalize on that. Yo, Fruity, my guy. Yeah, this is a hell of a game there, dude. Oh my goodness, boys. I almost want to give Team Fruity another chance to play again, dude. Almost want to do it again. Took over mains group. Okay, cool. And we put main here. Yeah, cool. Do we go for Krager again, boys? Because I feel like his team... I mean, it's really Fruity just running circles around the monk. I feel like those guys need to get a real group, man. They need to get a real run. Yo, Kragar, let me know if you're ready. Yo, I'll give you like 30 seconds. If Kragar responds, we'll get him in. If not, we'll have to get Jesus, Tagsy, played each other. Sentry, I think we'll need to get Sentry in. Jesus and Tagsy are both available. I don't really know which one of you guys to send. I think Tagsy, and then we can do Anto and Jesus, right? Is that how we want to do it? I think Jesus and Tagsy, or Jesus and main, but Tagsy and took over, played each other. Or maybe we do Anto or Jesus like we meant to. Or maybe we should do that. Yo, Anto, let me know if you got a group. Let me know if you got a group. Alright, Kragar will give you like a few seconds. Just a few. We'll get him in there as soon as we can, though, boys. Germany guy looking for 2 more duels. Yo, who here added me on Real ID, boys? Who here added me that has a group? Let me get you guys added. Miles 40, you said earlier. I can't add any more Blizzard friends. Ooh. Well, let's rotate some people out. Who have I not seen online in a while? Sync 2 months. Tuck MD. Yo, Tuck, I'm sorry, my guy. You've been gone a month, dude. It's okay, man. You'll be back, dude. I promise. Snippy 18 days. Census. I think Census is just gone, right? Skull Reaper. 1 month. Yo, let me clean up the B tags a bit, boys. Let me clean up some names and faces out of here, yeah? Let's see if you guys are enjoying the duels. If you guys are having fun, hit the like. Appreciate it. Gawk. Is Gawk gone? I think he is. Yeah, I think Gawk is gone. Nando. Is Nando actually gone? I haven't seen Nando NA for a while, actually. Lucron. I know that Lucron actually was playing. I don't know if he's actually playing Latka. I'm pretty sure I saw Latka online the other day. Kale? That's another name we can replace. Gyms. Oh, I miss Gyms. Oh, wait. Bye, Gyms. Appreciate ya. 12 months for Jack. Oh, my goodness. A year. Jacko. Wait, Jacko's on 2 months ago? When? Where did it go? ILY 2, but we gotta swap you out for the... Okay, I almost did it wrong. Swap you out for the boys. Let me just take some 40... Who else got groups? Who else got groups? Yo, message me right now in chat with Real ID. Miles? Yeah, I gotcha. Message me in Real ID, boys, if you guys are looking for groups, trying to make some groups for 5V5 1v1 DUELS. Krager is back. Do we do like this? And then let's skip this. I got a group. Oh, yo, let's do this. We'll do Miles and Kragar. Let's do this because I want to give Kragar a chance. I want to give Kragar a perfect opportunity because their team never get to play really. I want to do that. We'll do Miles. Let's get him in. 14. We got a group. We'll get you guys in. We'll pin you guys in somehow. We'll push you guys in. We'll pencil you guys in to these groups. I'll let Team Asama play. We will. I'm just trying to get groups in. Yo, Kragar team didn't really get a full chance to play, so I'm giving an opportunity. Wait. G-Funk, Mistrap, Sizzlin, Gigawatts. Who is the leader of Team 2? Because there's a lot of familiar names in here. Mistraps and G-Funk were in the same team, I think. Sizzlin too. They just play Sub and Gigawatts. So one of you guys. So it's not really a new group. It's just another. I don't even know if it's a new group. It's just a different group. That'll work. I'm so confused sometimes doing these groups because sometimes I'm like, oh, it's a new group, and it's like, wait, there's not new. There's some new faces, but it's mostly the same group. But that means just somebody took over that group. So it's not a new made group. It's just somebody taking over that group. Either way, we'll try to get you guys as a mate. We're going to go extra long tonight, boys. At least an extra hour. So stick around. We'll get a bunch of duels in, especially if you can stick around to play late. We'll try to get as many of you guys in here. We'll do it lickety split, bit by bit, okay? Try to do it as quick as we can. Alrighty, boys. I got you covered. Switch. We got ourselves team 1 together with Advo. Oh, I thought you blurred for a second. We got ourselves Kragar on that team together with Masochist. I love this man's mug. Can somebody send me a full list of that man's mug? We got ourselves Neophyt as well as how do you even say your name? Hoylex. Wait. Okay, hold on. HOULE. I don't even know. We're gonna skip a few of those letters. What is it? Holy Havoc. Oh, that's what it is. Big likes about Gigawatts. Gigawatts are gonna get the hell out of there with the Phase Transfusion, trying to suck out the life out of Neophyt with the shackles of addiction, but Gigawatts not in a great position. He's gonna have to go for a wall stroke on onto Neophyt. Gigawatts had a hit with a cap. It got him some big zaps, healing surges, but kind of walking towards the monk, trying to get the hell out of there. Run, little buddy, run! Got himself the Earth Elemental. I don't know if the Earth Ellie has the wall. Earth Ellie has the Earthquake Totem, but looks like the Earthquake effect legendary is not going to be enough. I don't know, his name is probably Gigawatts, but I kind of like Gigawatts. I think it's funny. Gigawatts. Gonna be sub. Oh my goodness. That purple shirt and that tabard. Playing out sub rogue, I see. Neophyt gonna have a sub rogue competition here. This man not playing that Necro. What are you? Are you Night Fae? I feel like that purple would be Night Fae. Also, Night Fae Rogue is looking really good for 915, by the way. That Lego the chains up. Ooh, imagine Vendetta on a sub rogue, boys. Ooh, gonna be huge. And that's a pretty big setup by sub. Looks like he is playing out the Necrolord. Kid is shot onto Neophyt, trying to make some damage happen. Just going through the motions of Eviscerates whilst unlocking Neophyt completely. BDB bursts up Neophyt, trying to see if he can catch him. Looks like he's not able to. He's going to have to cancel that BDB Fist of Fury. Karma is out really early for Neophyt. Has images on the sub. Oh my god! His images just soloed. His own little Storm Earth and Fire clones just soloed that rogue. Let that sink in. The monk wasn't even anywhere near the rogue. It was straight up just images doing about 80% of the damage of the burst together. And they just soloed that rogue with BDB. Let that sink in. My goodness. Jesus Christy. Blizzard devs, you watching? Blizzard devs, are you watching? Jedi smacked them, dude. It is some Jedi mind tricks for sure. Big flank strike by G-Funk with that. Kyrian able to literally phase through the material. That second one, that's gonna be a harpoon. There's some Neophyt, not a lot of defenses. G-Funk taking him out, sniping him out of there. Big Kyrian plays by G-Funk though, creating that line of sight, using that flank strike just to be able to charge at the enemy. Which is so nuts that hunters can do that. Who in Blizzard's idea thought, you know what, let's do this Kyrian thing. Yeah, but what about if you're survival? Like, should you melee through that? And we're like, yes. Imagine if you could just charge right through a line of sight. Yes. Gonna be Metamorphosis down for Holy Havoc, trying to make some damage happen. Big Eye-Beam is gonna be able to burn down G-Funk. He lived fast and died fast. Mistraps gonna be up next. That's quite a hefty big demon for you to fight through. 4 enemies over on Team 1. Mistraps has a full flash cut to work with. The explosive shot onto Holy is going to try to use the slow as the chimeric poison to slow him down. Big aim shot to follow. Oh, right in the dome. Right in the middle of that forehead. That thing exploded like a watermelon. At least I would imagine it did. That would have been a hell of a show. Massacre is going to be up next. The Demonology Warlock going to be that chakram between him and the pets. It's a little unfortunate that the pet was next to Massacre because the chakram didn't just hit the Warlock, it hit the pets as well. Little unfortunate. That's going to be a wall really order for Massacre. Trinketing out of the scatter shot, sending a mortar coil over at Mistraps with a Fury to follow. Explosion shot does hit Massacre. Mistraps is going to have to go for Feign Death, potentially even Camo. The pets are still on him. Going to be pretty bad. He's got himself a root onto the pets, trying to avoid the Tyrant as well as the damage that it does. There's going to be some Demon Doggers coming in. Quick aim shots and rapid fire onto Masochist. Mistraps surrounded by demons. Might be able to wait them all out. Could potentially need to use a Charlie here. Quick stun by one of those pets. With the Shackles and Malediction, Turtle shows up for Mistraps. Playing out that Marksman Hunter. You're playing fast. You're playing hard. You want to win. You can't always get it right how you want it. Freezing Trap onto Masochist. Can you check out the pet? Big double tap ready, potentially maybe big damage. Going to be the Death Chakram soloing out Masochist, not applying towards the pet anymore. Big explosive shot to fall, and Mistraps trying to make some damage happen. Rapid fire, Red's going to be a fear. Interrupted with the Chimeric and a kill shot to follow. Mistraps surviving this to live the next day with Quagger joining in and charging in for the next fight. Camo up for Mistraps, leaping on top of the Hunter, Stormbolt on him. No trick available for the Hunter. Quagger might be just going for the big execute. Scatter shot before the freezing trap is up. Quick flash cut out for Mistraps, recovering some healing as well. Botting shot onto Quagger with a freezing trap to follow. It is going to be rapid fire charging in, but that's going to be the root stopping you in place. On Forge, aim shots are for free. You're using Avatar just to break out of the root. Mistraps is not in a great position right now. It's going to send the Death Chakram over at Quagger, popping out the pet for the pet sack if needed. Quagger trying to see if he could make some damage happen here. Stun onto Mistraps, has him in the execute range. Does he do it? I think it's going to be over. Feign Death. Oh, Quagger's looking out like, huh? Oh, what? I guess the bleed still was on the Hunter. Oh, he just died. Quagger just gave him the death stare. Oh my goodness, that was some good marksman play. I gotta give him credit. Sizzling going the last one left. We're only 5 minutes in this duel. These duels are going by so quick, boys. Quagger with a full flesh cover shield available. Sizzling's gonna have to bust through the Warriors' defensives. And that's going to be a deep fire with the Ring of Frost, Ring of Fire with a Frostbolt coming out. Actually choosing to trinket out of that Stormbolt stun. It's going to be running power as Quagger got himself reflect up. Sizzling might be in a really bad spot. Trying to go for certain power. Interrupted. Ultra time is up. Going to be that cauterize. It's going to be a seed drop. Oh my goodness. Quagger just annihilating that mage. Slamming him down with a big old war breaker. More like a bag breaker. Mistraps with them 2 big snipes. Live fast, died fast. Neophyte with the ludicrous burst that monks come in. G-Funk with some Kyrian plays. Quagger with just straight up domination. Walking in like he knows nobody. Just to blow up. Damn, boys. That was a fast duel, boys. I don't know what to say. I don't even know what to say. Alrighty. We gotta get some new names in here. Sentry wants to play. 40? Is that what we get in? 40. Who's ready? Just whisper me real quick if you're ready. Because we gotta get the duels rolling. Taxi, I guess maybe we should do Taxi and get 40 in immediately against somebody. Miles just played versus Quagger. 40 gotta play somebody. Broton, 4 out of 5. Sag. Asuma, Jesus, Anta. I think Jesus and Anta gotta play each other at some point too, yeah? I just queue them. Sentry and Taxi. Yo, 40, let me know if you're ready. Quagger, let me know if you're ready. Maz, let me know if you're ready. Asuma, Anta, Jesus, let me know if you're ready. We'll get you guys all on standby. We'll kind of flip you guys around a bit. Wait, Broton got a 5? Let's go. Potentially 40 and Broton dueling each other. Potentially. A potential duel setting up right here, boys. We just lost one person. Anyone fast? Yo, 40. We can get you guys in. Don't worry about it. We'll get another duel in here and we'll get the next one up and running. We gotta do as many of these as we can, boys. Going fast, going as many duels as we can. Also, by the way, boys, down in the description, there's a link to join our Discord, join our community, hang out there all the time. If you enjoy the stream, give us a like. If you're watching this, you're not subscribed, what are you doing? You might as well hit subscribe so you can even chit chat in the chat, boys. Appreciate the support. Appreciate you guys so much for hanging out here. Appreciate you guys are great. I thought the Pharaoh was the best because OP. Pharaohs are pretty nuts. I won't say Pharaohs are OP, but they're pretty damn disgusting. Monk is never disgusting. What's how you doing, my man? Do we have any alliance groups? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Jesus got one. And somebody else got one. There's another alliance group available. I don't know who, but somebody definitely has an alliance group available. You just gotta look. I'm not sure who. Switch. We got ourselves Archie over on team 1, still repping that enhancement. We got ourselves Call and Nurse, also enhancement. We got ourselves Kronk. Is Kronk gonna be the first one up? Looks like he is, stealthing in. We got Sojura in the back as well as El Taro. And on our team, we got ourselves Sham, Tard as enhanced. SP as a Shadow Priest, Taxi as Affi. XD getting blasted by the Rogue in the opener. Disarm immediately, gonna be spikes up. IBM up for the Demon Hunter. Looks like it's gonna be potentially almost actually, it wasn't actually an intro by the Rogue. Trying to put the pressure on Demon Hunter's quick stun. Gonna be able to burn through a flash cut finally. XD might be able to make some damage happen here. Kronk got himself that evasion. A drone rush. Evasion is down for a time being. Blind on Demon Hunter. Trick inside of it. Next shot could be really bad. Gouge for a moment. As Kronk got himself the CC chains he needs. If he got himself the big setup, just continue to pistol shot to build the calm points, keeping the Demon Hunter slowed as best he can. If he can go for a big kidney shot, he might be able to do it. Shrink inside of it with the vanish as he sees the hunt coming out. Kidney shot to follow. Does he have the rogue damage? Pistol shotting, and looks like he guns him down with a big green skin. Pistol shot, quick draw talent. Wolf gonna be up next, getting hit with a quick gouge as the pets are gonna be onto Kronk. He's gonna go for a Blade Flurry to cleave down the pets. If he has himself the Leech buff, that Blade Flurry will actually end up here helping him out quite a bit. Disarm onto Wolf, as a lot of Wolf's damage is from Cobra shots, so it actually is reducing some of the damage he can do. Stun onto the Rogue with a Death Chakram flowing. Kronk is gonna take quite a bit of damage here, unless this man can get some cooldowns back quickly. For evasion, he might be in really big troubles. He needs some kind of a healing. Kidney shot onto Wolf. The pets are still on him. Trick it out of the Hunter. I think it's gonna be over. And that's a tough one, unless you're walking into a Hunter with full cooldowns as a Rogue. No matter what spec you are. It is definitely a rough one. With Arhi going to be up next. Hunter's Mark is already on him. Got himself the Earth Elemental available. Fleshcraft is up for Wolf. Maybe if the Rogue was able to somehow disengage from Wolf and get himself a Fleshcraft, like Gouge Fleshcraft, I feel like that would help him out a ton too, for survivability. I don't know if the Fleshcraft was back up by then though. Might have not been actually. Trying to go for a big board. Arhi get interrupted by a Wolf, just trying to deny the Shaman any of the mobility. As is going to be a quick disorient by Arhi. Got himself plenty of damage available, missing that Thunder versus Wolf, as Wolf got a lot of the mobility. Stun from a distance. Arhi chooses to trick it out of it. Going to be quick feint dead by Wolf. Is able to at least peel the Earth Elemental off him. Maybe he could get the Earth Elite to hang out by the pets, because then the pets would actually just attack the Earth Elite instead of the Shaman. So for Archie, this could be pretty good, but I think Wolf has a really good pet control. Gonna go for a Pet Fear into a Fear Beast, while Archie is in Ghost form, or if you're Druid in Cat form or Bear form, you are considered a beast in the game, technically. So if they go for Scare Beast, they will end up fearing you out. Same thing with abilities like Hibernate. They're very, very niche abilities, but they do work out. And if you can land those, oh, is it cool. That's going to be big ascendance for Archie, but Wolf puts him on ice. Doesn't want to deal with it. He's going to back up out of there. Maybe even send the pets as he creates some line of sight. Gonna go for that slow. Archie does have some range to his abilities, but only 30-yard range instead of the 40-yard range. Got himself a few wind strikes on the pets. But I wonder if that's going to be it for Archie, though. It looks like he's committing quite a lot of cooldowns into this duel. But I wonder if what Wolf did so far, is that going to be enough to offset Archie? It's quite a bit of damage. Cobra shots are firing up. It's a sustained damage building up as Archie. You're feeling the pressure from all these raptors, from all the T-Rexes, the undead pets. These guys are undead, might not have much of a stomach. But they also are, I mean, they're pretty scary looking, dude. Look at those two things. Oh my goodness. Archie not in a great spot at all. Wait, what happened to one of the pets? Did he kill one of the pets? Oh wait, no. These are the fused together into one. Archie under a lot of pressure, trying to go for Chain Harvest. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. At first I thought for a second one of the pets disappeared, but they kind of fused together into one area, into one. So I gotta be a little distracted. I didn't even notice how fast Archie's health was going down. Beastmaster Hunter, but at least I gotta give Wolf credit. He's not playing the Venthyr. Venthyr is the one that's really cheesy, easy breezy. Wolf is at least playing the Necrolord, which does have a little bit of survivability, which I think helps Hunters quite a bit. Survivability is a good thing. But I feel like it's still pretty strong right now. because of Flesh Cup and all. You know what I mean? They're nerfing for a reason. Chain Harvest onto Viraj, which is going to be Colin Nurse, is going to be able to heal up with a massive Chain Harvest. Either way, Wolf going for a Turtle Shell, get himself Flesh Cut, and it's going to put him on ice as well. That was another hit shaman with also a lot of cooldowns used. So potentially, Wolf could just do the same thing he just did to Archie. This could be basically a Shaman 2-0, potentially for Wolf. Nurse trying to go for Frost Shocks. I guess we'll call him Nurse because his name is called Nurse, so we'll call him Nurse. So when I say Nurse, you guys know what I mean. Wolf continues trying to get slows, trying to get those Cobra shots in. He got himself some damage rolling Thunder as Nurse finally able to get into melee, able to get some Maelstrom rolling. Wall is up and running, but he's constantly slowed. Trying to go for Dora Shadows. Interrupt juked by Nurse with a Hex onto Wolf. Wait, actually landing a Hex. Is going to turn around and put attention on the pets? No, looks like he's still giving all the attention to the Hunter. Going to be a trinket out of Nurse. And if you only go for a grounding totem in order to prevent this freezing traps, he might be in a good spot, but it is very, very difficult to do. It is pretty damn difficult to do. Wolf got plenty of pressure, plenty of sustain versus Nurse. Plenty of damage. The pet's still on him. 5 minutes in the duel. We are finally dipping into the dampening, boys. And that's going to be Wolf going for the Bestial Wrath. Nurse is actually a little bit of trouble. Sander goes to try to get away. Going to be Death Chakram joining in. Quite a bit of pressure setting up. It could be a lot of sustained pressure onto Nurse as Wolf finally able to get some damage in. It's going to be a full Bestial Wrath and everything. Trying to just skip the line inside of the Shaman as Shaman is running out of mana. Ghost was a backup and running, but he has no mana to work with. He has Maelstrom. He can maybe go for a little bit extra damage, but the mana is in dire need of trouble. Definitely in big trouble. And looks like Nurse is at least catching up on a little bit of healing between Ghost Tools, between whatever healing he can provide with the mana that he has, which is not a lot. The mana though, and the healing itself is getting worse and worse over time. Freezing Trap catches him for a second. He's still able to keep up for a moment. Can he somehow reverse it and then recover? I think he's waiting potentially for Wall, and maybe he should just go in with all full bursts. If he can just go for a big one shot on Wolf, I think that's the one thing that really is giving him a chance. Sunder is setting something up. Ghost is joining the fight. Quick feint death by Wolf, so he can no longer do that. Nurse is having to actually back up again. Back in a bad situation. Gets so a big crit for a heal. Even a 12% dampener might be able to make something happen here. Ascendant's up very, very soon. Wolf taking a bit of damage right now, though. No feint death for a moment. Does he have a way out? Feint death is up right now, dropping down a trap. I don't know if there was a freezing trap that missed or another trap, maybe explosive, that just didn't do nothing. But it is a grounding totem potentially available for Nurse and a big heal. He gets those crit heals. Interrupt him on a flash gun. Wait, actually could have turned it around on the Hunter completely. Nurse is back up at full health. Trinket back up unavailable. Is going to trick out of this. Going to Frost Shock on the Wolf. Wolf does not have a turtle and looks like he does climb back out of there with Shamchard approaching him. Not going to give this boy even a chance to recover. He just had a hard-fought battle versus Wolf. And Shamtar is just trying to take away that victory, sweep it under the rug like it never happened. Nurse in a really big trouble, try to go for a stun on Shamtar. I think he was able to avoid it. Ascendance damage is quite painful. The Nurse got himself plenty of healing, but he needs more crits. He needs even more crits. He needs another big crit. He wants to stay alive. 18% damage. Got himself a haze buff. Maybe he can turn this around with counter pressure. Counter offensive, big ascendance. Looks like he is desperate and is going to try for it. Wall out for Shamtar. Nurse is definitely going to have to use any Maelstrom he has whenever he has mana to pop a heal. He's going to go for Chain Harvest, which is pretty massive. That is a heal as well as damage. Sunder onto Nurse for a second. Is going to get himself a massive crit heal. Needs to go for grounding totem at some point. He's definitely going to need to do that. If you can ground any one of the spells from Shamtar, he'll be in a good spot. Caught in the place with that totem. Stun totem to fall after. Shamtar maybe gets the damage. Another crit for Nurse. It's just critting. This man can't stop critting for heals. It looks like he maybe is turning around on Shamtar. Shamtar is the one with the wall, with all the defenses used already. Nurse is just living on the crits. He's living and dies by the crits. Yet another crit keeping him alive. Actually still in there. Ghost is a backup and available. Has a wall, but oh, Shamtar with a big haze buff, as well as the Doom Winds, just ramps up in the Wind Fury procs. So Jiro is going to be up next over for Team 1 as we hit in that 9-minute mark. Dampen it pretty up there. Shamtar just used a lot of cooldowns. Going to be full burst out of Sajiro, minus the banner of the Necrolord. Shamtar with the Chain Harvest, but that Fleshcraft Shield is not going anywhere. And this Shaman is just an execute away. One more execute, down he goes. SP is up next. I think Sajiro isn't going to give him a chance. Just charging in before SP can really get anything done. Mind control, nothing to break out of it. He's going to Trinket. If you could potentially get an interrupt onto SP, he'll be in a big good situation. SP got him some big PI stun. Stun back to Sajiro though. Gonna be a tricky for SP, trying to make some damage happen. Sajiro no longer with the Fleshcraft. Is he gonna line of sight in Fleshcraft? Is he gonna be able to do it? I don't know if he's gonna be able to reflect, parry up available versus SP. Banner back up and available. Might just want to go super aggressive here. Shadow throw through the shield of SP. Looks like the shield is gonna take a bit of damage through the Fleshcraft. Or rather the shadowing throw. And so you're trying to see if you can blast through SP as best as you can. Doing as much damage as possible. Mind Flare for a quick second. Doesn't drop down one Shadow. There's going to be a stun onto SP. Sejuro is going to have to be looking out for healing. SP is in a great position right now. Unless Sejuro can somehow live this. Got himself Reflect back up and available. Quick charge on SP. Trying to go for executes. SP lives it. He knew that he couldn't go for a defensive. He knew he couldn't go for disperse because that's just going to give the warrior an opportunity to go for a Fleshcraft. It was going to give him an opportunity. He wouldn't want to do it. Has a disperse now for El Toro if he wants to. Going to be El Toro with a Zuen. Get hit with a fear. The Shadow Priest could potentially still make someone work here. Just going to mind control, walk El Toro as far as he can. Maybe waiting out for defenses. Got himself the Siphon, which is at least applying a slow into El Toro. And SP with the disperse as soon as he takes a bit of damage from the monk. It is a Curian monk. He did pop full burst and full everything. Mindbender as well as the mages as well as the Siphon are on him. SP trying to go for the Goblin Racial to get the hell out of there. Though the jump just didn't get it far enough. And it does go down with Taxi being the last one left. Trying to go for a nice honorable bow versus El Toro. Went in for a bow. El Toro just got to charge it in. Going for the kick. Leg sweep. Taxi wanted to go for a bow but has to go for a shield. And it comes down to these two. Who's going to win? Fear onto El Toro. Taxi trying to keep him dotted up. And Taxi, I think, wins with the dots alone. I don't know if El Toro can heal through this. Dampening is eventually going to scale up with 39% dampener. Dual fights are up for El Toro, trying to keep himself floating. Taxi with the Dark Soul instability, Demonic Gateway set up. El Toro's still dotted, but the dots looks like are not as powerful as anymore. Still could go for a big dark glare. Taxi, basically, I think he needs to go for some kind of CC chain on El Toro, get all full dots up and running, get the dark glare, and then he'll be in a really good position. Trying to get that UA onto El Toro, but the monk is just trying to avoid him as best possible. Taxi still is going to rapture all his dots to try to get him to take out more often. That's quite a bit of pressure on the monk. He is still doing fine energy-wise. Mortal Coil does send him out in the open. Taxi finally able to get dots in, trying to go for a fear so he can set up the rest of his dots. That UA amps up the damage of the rest of his dots, and you can really just see El Toro's health struggling. And Taxi is still trying to go back in, trying to keep the dots rolling, trying to keep the pressure rolling. He has pretty big defenses available in case El Toro goes in for a big setup. Interrupt Taxi on the Shadow. Fist of Fury to follow. Big shield up for Taxi. Could go for a wall here. Instead, going to go for a trinket into a port out of there. With a Drain Life onto these pets. I believe he also is playing the Agony trait, where Agony is going to ramp up the damage of his Drain Soul. Or, yeah, Drain Life. So that does help him out a ton. Quite a bit of survivability. Oh, playing out the Rune of Casting. Is that what it is? He actually put himself in a situation where if he stands on a rune, he can just cast in his face without interrupts. Going to be a fear as El Toro is fully dotted up. Can Taxi maybe get line of sight and put up even more dots? El Toro just had the best fear pathing ever. Just completed the line of sighted the Warlock like he meant to do that. Taxi's left out there with Zuen. Better dot that thing up because from any kind of dots, any kind of effects, procs, anything, that Zuen is going to help you. That is also a little bit of heal. As Zuen disappears. 50% dampener. El Toro got himself the Weapons of Order used. Actually, that was full CDs. So you're looking at a monk without a lot of cooldowns versus Taxi, who still has a lot of his offensive cooldowns available. Defensive cooldowns come back relatively soon. So it could be anyone's game. I think even if the monk doesn't have nothing offensively, it still is a difficult fight. I think any class will struggle against a monk. They're just so nuts right now. Fear, again, the perfect fear pathing with a Mortal Coil. I can't believe it. In cap onto Taxi. El Toro with a leg sweep. Does he have the damage? Immediately dark pack for Taxi with a port the hell out of dodge. Images are up on a Taxi. At least he's able to get cooldowns on El Toro. He's getting those Storm Oath and Fires. He's getting those Zuens out. And he's not really seeing El Toro commit those CDs big time. Taxi is just sitting over there trying to wait this out as best they can. 55% dampener, 14%, 40 minutes into this duel. Taxi just sees a good line of sight. El Toro could wait forever. Taxi set up a portal. Might just have to get aggressive and just push in. Every time he got him for Mortal Coil or a fear, it feels like the fear pathing just helps out the enemy team. And it's just the most unfortunate thing to see. Just super, super unfortunate. Altora going for a quick slow into Tagsy, rolling out of the way, trying to keep away from the guy. Tagsy with the dots, loading up. Altora taking a bit of pressure from those dots. We are pretty high to dampening. Whatever heal he can do, I mean, it's only going to do so much. Into a quick in cap on the Tagsy. Actually, Altora got interrupted by Tagsy with Defensive Fury, and Tagsy goes for a port. Looks like there was no leg sweep or nothing with it. Altora is still just struggling to heal. Drain life around the corner. Actually tags him. Oh my goodness. Tagsy tagging these guys up, dude. Doing whatever he can. Leg sweep. Does Altora have the full burst? The win is up. He's not going for the win. Summons it really late. More that's going to be running. Dragon Punch has a trick, and if he needs to, he's going to trick that karma, that fear immediately. Full karma onto Tagsy. Trying to make some doubts happen. Tagsy with a wall, fearing Altora out of the way. Altora, is he playing Ring of Peace, by the way? I don't know if he is. Full dots are up onto Altora, has the win and everything. Is this where you just commit? Is this where you just stay in? Big spinning crane kicks. Tagsy trying to go for the big drain. Does get himself a little bit of health. Trying to drain it for the life of him. Could be anyone's game. World Dragon Punch gets him super low. Oh my goodness. Jesus Christy. Wolf with a impressive amount of million damage. Who would you hit for a million? For a whole milli? Who were you smacking for a milli there? My goodness. Tagsy, super close duel against the monk. That was a really, really tough one, dude. That's a hard one. Got the fear path. Yo, dude, that fear path thing punished you. I don't know why the devs thought that was a good idea, but why is that fear path thing literally makes him hug the corner, right? Fear should be like, all right, now in the open. We were supposed to run erratically. I guess you could run erratically in the right direction accidentally. I guess it's a possibility, but I feel like when you run and you fear, you should just be scattered and not sure where to go and go in the worst spots possible. But that's just me. All right, let's get another put on, boys, yeah? Rochan got a full group. You got 40 also ready to go. Cracker, we need to get you in against somebody. Jesus and Anto, did those two duel each other yet? I don't know if they did. Did they? Yo, let's go Jesus and Cracker just because I don't know if they did or didn't. Asuma, Anto, Sentry, Tagsy, Miles. I don't know if you guys have a group. Let's just get you guys in. Let's do Broton and 40, and we'll get Cracker in as well. Broton and 40. We'll get you guys in quickly, and then we'll go with a Cracker Jesus. Broton and 40, right? 40 and Broton. It says you have no target. Broton, 40. I'm with Broton. Okay. Okay. All right. Same group. All right. We'll do Broton and Cracker. Right? Or, did Jesus play? Has it been a while since Jesus played? It's been a while since Jesus played, so let's do, but also Anto played, Ansima played. We'll do it like this. We'll go Cracker and Broton, and then we'll add Jesus versus Asuma or Anto. Gotowe. Yeah, I know. Let's go Broton and Cragar. You have no target. Is it 40 that's lead? 40 and Cragar. 40, Broton, Cragar. I don't know who's leading your guys' group. Wait, did it switch it? It says you have no target. You guys have to be online in real ID. That might be the problem. I'm gonna have to queue somebody else. Broton, make sure you're online in real ID. Any team looking for a horde? Always, you guys should check out LFG. Dal, we're ready. 40, we'll try to get you guys in. Try to get you guys right now. Make sure the Broton is online in real ID. Otherwise, it can queue you guys. And try to get more verts and get more mastery. I have 63%, I went up 3%. How? I'm trying to get more verts and I get more mastery. How did you get more mastery? Is it the gear you've gotten? All right, it was good. Yeah, we're good now. Just gotta make sure you're online in real ID. I don't know why it forces you to be online in real ID, but it does. So I appreciate you guys for cooperating. I really do. Yeah, how did you get it? Also, Jack, 63% mastery. How much mastery is that in terms of like your stats? How much stats worth of mastery do you have? Because mastery is one of those stats where you can tell me like, I got 40% mastery, and I'm like, is that a lot or not? Because for one class that's a lot, for another class it's not. Because you have like rogues that will have like, you know, 50% mastery, and that's pretty good. And then you have monks that have 120 mastery, and that's bad, right? That's the low end. Like everyone's mastery numbers are so different. Remember when Warriors used to have like 766 mastery, I think, like in BFA for the bleed? It's like, why are these numbers so large? 766%. What? It's like some kind of weird scaling they did. Really weird. And it's like, let's bring those numbers down a hair. You know what I mean? I don't understand this. Why is it? It's too damn high. But they also have different math behind it, so they're, you know, trying to unravel it. This game is a bit of a spaghetti code, if you guys didn't know. Alrighty, switch. Got ourselves team 1 with Advil. On that team, we got ourselves Kragar. We got ourselves Maddox. We got ourselves Holy Havoc and Yaku. Wait, was it Yaku CZ? Yaku, I guess we'll call you Yaku. Effective gonna be over on the other team. We got 40 QD on that team. Together with Tron, we got ourselves Eldu and ourselves DB main. Effective getting hit with a stun, going for a trinket, stunning a back onto Advo, getting hit with a bit of damage himself. Didn't I see a guy named Effective last week or the week before that? Effective trying to make some big damage happen here. Advo porting the hell out of there. And Effective with big avatar as well as the banner. Not the Necrolord banner, but the other banner, the War banner, the Warrior banner, trying to prevent any kind of CC. Got himself a big Kyrian spike. Adva has nowhere to go, just has to do the damage back to Effective, who's got himself parry up, so he's trying to defend himself as best as he can. Tyrant is going to be full low for Adva, so he goes for Stoner versus Effective. Decimated bolt getting set up, not going to be able to go for the biggest bolts, because to make the biggest bolts and biggest demon bolts happen, you want to hit an aim that's kind of in the execute range. But still, the instant casts are going to be powered. Big damage on Effective, not in a great spot. Those things are still critting, and they still do 50% more damage as crit. So that is going to be pretty painful. Even though they don't have the biggest hit, Effective and not in a great position. Demon Dog is charging in. Unless you can go for some kind of heal, you have actually no health. You're literally all absorbed. And only 50%. Oh my god, the Warrior Demon Pet. The Felguard came in and just chopped him. That is a rough one. El Dudu is going to be up next. I like that name, El Dudu. El Dudu. I'm 5 and it's funny, boys. I'm 5 and it's funny. Decimated Bolt getting set up versus the Druid. El Dudu. I'm sorry if I laugh every single time, dude. I literally have poop jokes never get old. I'm sorry. Fart jokes too. All the same. I'm a mature adult. Gonna be a reflect over Advil with Shackles of Addiction. El Dudu might not be in a great spot. Looks like he might be kind of in a doo-doo spot. Going for the big heal. But the heal was small because of that chain. That necrotic chain. The shackle chain. That shackle didn't let him heal. Gonna be a cycle into Advil. Not shrinking out of it. Dudu is gonna have to go to the other side of the pillar with a pet chasing after him. Are you a Necrolord? Is that what I just saw? Are you a Necrolord? Or what are you actually? I didn't see a flash gift in the opener, so it's hard to tell. You know what I mean? Gonna be a demon summoned up versus El Dudu. Big Tyrant is up. Actually, good fear pathing for a Warlock. First time in a long while. El Dudu walking back into the Tyrant. Oh, he is that Necrolord. He got a little bit of that living armor. He could maybe make something work. Could maybe make some damage, put it into Adva, but looks like he's not gonna do it. Actually, as he realized, you know what? I probably should be hitting Adva. You got the living armor doing 50% less healing, doing 50% less damage. You just gotta live for 10 more seconds. Best you can do is maybe CC on whatever damage you got. And one time he realized, that's when he went in. Tron Kyle is going to be up next. Decimated Bolt up really early for Adva as it sends in the Hand of Gul'dan. Stunning Tron as he's trying to approach him. The Demon Bolt is actually doing quite a bit of damage. Tron is going to pour it out there immediately. Vivify is available if he needs to. Another stun as he tries to roll in. That's like 2 times that he tried to roll. He got stunned. Tron is super low health. Unless he gets that Karma onto Adva or any kind of healing, he might be in really big trouble. He's going for that Ring of Peace. Mortal to follow. Tron unable to create slide inside of Adva. He's on his side. Oh my goodness, the Adva. Just living without any kind of line of sight on the guy. Who's up next is DB May. Looks like it is one monkey to the next. Adva just popping through these boys like it ain't nothing. That Demonology Warlock Necrolord. I really like Demonology Warlock as Necro myself, honestly. I know that everybody's a Night Fae, like everybody on the Mother's Night Fae, but I really like Necrolord. I think it's a really cool playstyle. I love those random one-shots you can do, especially when you catch somebody at low health. Like if you catch like a, let's say Shaman's Earth Elemental low health, hit it with Decimated Bolt, your next Decimated Bolt's with that legendary. I'm gonna do a ton of damage. We're going for a stun with the Fear to Follow. DB Main is going to take a bit of damage, but he got himself flush cap, so no need to trinket. Got himself those jabs to catch up to Advo. Big port on top of the Warlock. You're going to be that interrupt on the fire cast as he's trying to summon a Vile Fiend in. Mortal Call sent out by Advo with the Fear to Follow and DB Main. Again, just trying to keep him at bay. Going to be the Vile Fiend finally join the fight. Second stun is the next. Felguard comes out with a Tyrant to follow. DB Main might actually take quite a lot of damage here. Could potentially be a Karma. Leg sweep on all the pets as well as the Warlock. Going to be full damage DB Main with that Karma. Advo, wall as well as Reflect is up. Just trying to burn through a Karma. You see damage to burn through a Karma. Fear to DB Main. He has nowhere to go. And by the time the man trinket is over, boys. Oh my goodness. And 40 is going to be last left. Advo not even giving him a chance, just taking that momentum to get some damage versus 40. Blasting him with some decimating bolts, demon bolts. It looks like 40 is done for the count, vanishing out, and does go for a sippy cup to get himself a little bit of a heal. No dots, but Demonology Warlock. 40 better be extra careful here. You stab the pet, cheap shot onto the Warlock, but eventually that shield and the Soul Link is going to break that sap. Trinket of 40 out of the sun, Mortal Call to follow. Advo with a shackle. My goodness, Advo just came in and just conquered them. Oh my goodness, this man can conquer demon. That was a really quick duel, by the way. 5 minutes, 41 seconds. That was incredibly quick. Team Krager is going to have to go again because barely anybody on the team got to play except for Advo. Nobody. Ozarby walking bow. It's all good. 40. Yeah. Sometimes like it's perfect. Not everybody's gonna support that bow. Like Advo, I feel like it was a point where he's like, you know what? If I want to win, I gotta go. 5-5 duels. As soon as the person in front of you is dead, you're on. It's on. If he wanted to go for he just slapped everything into me. Yeah, you can go for an honor duels, but it's not necessary. And I don't think Advo wanted to. He wanted to just go. Just from the next to the next, take that momentum, take all the demons, take the cooldowns until the next guy. That's perfectly fine to 5-5 1v1s. Anyway, let's get another up and running, boys. Another one up and running. We got Jesus, we got ourselves Awesome, we got ourselves Sentry, and who do we go next? Krager is definitely gonna have to play again, so we're gonna put him like right here. Jesus needs to play somebody, so let's do Jesus Sentry. I don't think those two played each other before. Awesome are ready to go. Awesome is gonna have to play Anto Taxi or Broton or somebody different. So we'll do it like this. We'll get Krager versus somebody. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll get Krager next duel. But Krager is definitely next because his team, I mean, he barely gets to play. They barely get to play. Let's get Sentry Jesus in next, and then we'll figure out with Awesome. Awesome played Krager already, so I'll try to get Awesome over somebody else, but maybe somebody else will be available by then. Broton and Krager played each other already, so we really need somebody new like Tagsy. I think Tagsy and Krager haven't played each other whatsoever, or if they did, him and Tagsy never played each other. Like player versus player. Player to player. The groups might have though, but I don't remember who played. I do an alliance. Yo, what's up? Shadow Wrath. 700 in PvP, 652 in PvE, IDK, how LMAO. What does it? I think it upscales. I think certain stats do upscale a little bit in PvP, but I also think it's maybe it's your Conquest gear, right? Because Conquest gear and PvP gear goes up and down in PvP. So maybe you have some gear from PvP that's versatility and mastery, maybe some heavy mastery on it. So when you go into PvP scenarios, it goes up. Because the gear scales up and down level, so do the stats. Which would explain it. At least in my opinion. I think I saved that one, but I'm not sure. So we're just going to save that one again, just in case. Because if I don't save it, it's a bit of a pain in the ass for me to get it back. Alliance group. We got ourselves Jesus with an alliance group if you guys want to join him whenever. Alrighty. Switch. Got ourselves team 1 together with Bog, gonna be going out first, and team 2 got themselves Wolf. These two actually played each other, and Bog was able to get the Hunter's Mark on the pet really early on. It's gonna be him shot onto Wolf, getting the big old opener. Wolf trying to get some damage in. Gonna be a bit of an honor duel between the two full CDs, and there's gonna be scatter shot by Bog as he bails out. As a big T-Rex sets after him. Jurassic Park all over again. Bog suspends behind the pillar, and so he can get himself and Wolf alone time. Wolf is gonna have the dodo bird on him. And Bog trying to see if he closes the gap. Big aim shots to follow. Got himself big damage available. Wolf with the turtle shell first aid right after. As the best finally joined the fight. Wolf got himself plenty of pressure. Gonna be that big current setup. Rapid fire by Bog. Maybe explosive shot to follow. Trying to get Wolf super low. Gonna be a quick feint death. Wolf is gonna go for a big heal. Explosive shot into Wolf, feint death for a second. Bog might have to go for a turtle shell here. Trying to make the most damage happen. But it's gonna be the The death shotgun bouncing between Bach as well as his pet Wolf is actually kind of sort of behind-ish on health and on CDs. No more turtle, while Bach has a turtle. And potentially maybe the hunter could make something happen here. Gonna just charge in. Wolf goes for fade death, freeze the trap onto Bach, and the pets do turn the attention onto the pet of Bach. At least one of the pets. They kind of just look at each other, rather. Bach getting hit with a stun could be really bad for the hunter because I have an execute range. Wolf with the feign death, execute right now. Turtle show up for Bach. Can he get any kind of healing? Needs himself the big sippy cup from the Kyrian. Feign death, anything. Feign death for a moment. Can he go for a combo? If he gets out of combat, nope, the pets are on him. I think it's over. Beast Mastery has that advantage. You can just always send the pets in, let him do the work. Himself. Wolf just made the biggest misplay, and the guy named Die is just gonna do just that. Kick onto Wolf, trying to get some damage in. Wolf without a trinket. I don't know what he pressed that caused him to trinket, but it's definitely gonna put him in a very bad spot. Getting shot by the rogue. Wolf with the feign death, putting the rogue on ice. And might be able to stay alive here for a little bit longer. Potentially. Die looking for a reset. But the pets are not going to let him. Fleshcraft is still on the rogue. Wolf might have put himself in a really bad situation just by a misclick. Maybe fat finger to trinket or something. Meant to press someone else. But how many buttons do Marksman or Beastmaster Hunter really have? That's going to be big damage out of Die. Actually, just a trinket for it. Just to take out the Hunter. Did not trust himself to be able to do it by himself. Archie dropping him down to big totem with the stun to follow. Does he have the big damage? Die with an evasion. Going to be big chain harvest to follow. Cloak of Shadows very late with the vanish. The rogue blew all the cooldowns just to get out of dodge. And that is going to be a eye available for Archie. As long as he can get next to Die, he'll be okay. We just need to get in a melee of him. Getting shot by Die, landing that opener. On Archie should be a-okay for now. The rogue looking for the reset. He's going to get the Earth Elemental. Gonna keep the rogue in combat at the very least. Needs to get a Frost Shock on the rogue at some point. The faster you get a Frost Shock, I guess a Flame Shock will do work. But at least the rogue, unless he goes for a Shadow Mode, not going to have an easy time resetting. Fleshcraft is up, could potentially interrupt it. Does he get it? He doesn't get it. So it's going to be quite a big defensive for the rogue. Another kid shot onto Die. Perfect opportunity for the rogue to set up all the dots. The spikes come out, so he's able to get call points as well as finishes very, very easily. Trying to make the damage happen into a disarm onto Archie. And Archie has a wall, has everything. Gotta drop down the static link totem. The rogue has nowhere to go. Stun on top of him with the Wind Fury available. Thunder right after Archie. Got a lot of pressure available. Die with a feint as well as a Shadow Meld. Trying to get out. Looks like the Earth Elemental still got him out. Or maybe Archie just saying win him out. The Earth at least keeping him in combat. Not doing the most amount of damage, but at least keeping the rogue busy. Keeping him out of the stealth. Just kind of more or less letting Archie know where the rogue is at, because the Earth Elemental does so little damage. He's basically just there just to let him know where the rogue is. He's just a beacon. He's just to watch over him, babysit him, maybe give the rogue a bit of a massage. Big chain harvest, and looks like the rogue is down for the count. Archie trying to see if he can suck out his self. At least made him really tiny. Oh, baby rogue, you do baby rogue. I'm sorry, that sounds insensitive. It sounds like I'm making fun of him. I think Die played that really, really well. I just like how he's tiny. I'm pretty sure a lot of classes would want to see rogues as tiny bugs, and so they can just squish them. Bro, whatever class you play, rogue, if you're not rogue is one of your most hated class in PvP, hands down. I don't care what class you play, dude. Maybe like a hunter might have an easier time with them, but most classes hate rogues. But I'm just being honest here. Jesus is going to be up next over on Team 1. Trying to go for the Chain of Ice just to kite out Archie. Jesus did pop off Pillar of Frost, and he popped off Pillar of Frost as well as Hunger and Rune Weapon. Actually, is Jesus actually a dual wheel build? Because normally I notice Death Knight just popping off big cooldowns. Normally you notice it. Normally you see the big chopper coming down, but I think he's running a transmog where he has a dual wheel, but he's actually a two-hander. But what if he's actually a two-hander build? Which I don't know how good that'll be in PvP. But maybe it's good, for all I know. Archie just decided, you know what, I'm done with this. I gotta mount up. Jesus with a flesh cock. He's not gonna be able to go anywhere. Could go for Chain of Ice and just run more circles. But his cooldowns are back up. Got him to the Pillar of Frost. Trying to go for the stun. Big chopper damage. Trying to make whatever he can. Silence on Archie to follow. Archie does have a trinket for that silence. Burning it just so he can maintain his healing. Stun onto Archie to follow. And Archie at least has the Maelstrom and the mana. And big damage to turn around. And Jesus, IPF is up for the Death Knight. It's going to go for as many Death Strikes as it can. Archie is running circles around him. Big fear by the Necrolord Soulbind from Many. and Jesus is going to rotate his runic weapon in order to be able to get a little bit more resources from more death strikes and mess not up. But it's going to be AMZ chain onto Archie. Jesus cannot heal at all. Archie just need to catch up to him. One more zap. Does he have a flame shot crawling on him? Jesus just running for his life. This is the fastest fast death that I know. Lynchborn is up. Death calls are flying. Doesn't have a lot of resources. Chain of Ice at least giving him the runic power. He might be able to convert the RP into a little bit of healing, but it looks like it's just kind of like it's just over. It's been over from the start. Got himself the grippy hand. AMS available, but looks like Archie just blasts through those defenses quite easily, trying to sacrifice his soul. And Shikari's like, nope, you're not gonna do that. Got a full pets up onto Archie. It's gonna be a Siphon around the corner with the Mages approaching likely. Oh wait, is he not playing Mages Legendary? What's a Mage? Is Shikari playing the Necrolord without the Mage Lego? What Lego is he using then? I wonder. Quick fear onto Archie, who had a pre-tremor available, but probably a good idea. Gonna put up down that totem onto Shikari. He's gonna be able to walk out of it. Oh, ignoring the stun, but still unable to ignore the static link totem. The static chain? I keep calling it static cling totem, like clinging to life, clinging to a cliff. But it's something else. You guys corrected me before. Big horror effects onto Archie off of that stun. Siphon joining the fight again. Is he really not having a mage? Chain hovers by Archie, just siphoning all that health out of Shikari. But the Siphon is putting in some pressure. A couple DPs to follow. That is a lot of slows. Archie not in a great position. However, is going to be able to get behind the pillar, Ghost Wolf, and heal up even a little. So at least he's okay. Seriously, is Shikari not running the Necro Legendary? That is interesting. So I wonder if he's running the... Yeah, no, wait, there was a mage. Was he bugged the first time? Was he invisible? Is getting some blasts onto Archie. While the Siphon is on him, that Siphon is adding towards the damage of the Transfusion, which is the Necrolord ability. The more damage you do while the enemy is in Transfusion, the more damage that Mages does until 100% damage increase. It's going to be Earth Elemental who's actually going to get all the aggro of all these pets. So Shikari is going to go for fear on the Earth Belly. Could also dot up the Earth Belly for resources. There could potentially be even more resources in the future. Or if anything, more healing. Because VT still has a little bit of a healing effect to it. Interrupt by Archie, so it's not a full flash cut. Is going to take down the Siphon. Earth Elemental joins the fight. Archie at 22% dampening. He is an handsome shaman, so he most likely is going to be able to heal himself plenty. Mana is a plenty. So Shikari silence onto Archie, but Archie is doing it okay. Already had heals procking. Interrupt, miss. That's going to be a good juke by Shikari, but the damage from Archie continues to just thrash him even through the Shadowlands. Is that going to be enough? Try to see if I can walk over Shikari. Void Eruption might not even go off. Try to make Void Eruptions happen. Archie trying to avoid the Void Eruption bolts as best as he can. Some of them are chasing after him, but he's able to get away from him. Continue to blast Shikari. Chain Harvest to follow. That's going to be Siphon Disperse, but Disperse is not enough at 25% dampener. The damage reduction is there, but the healing cannot happen fast enough, and Kib is going to get a dot onto Archie. This shaman trying to see if he can fight through the Shadow Praise. And that's going to be Kib with the Mind Seer. Mind Flay, trying to generate as many resources as he can while he's out in the open. And is at least going to be able to put the dots on his pets as well. Going to be Archie trying to see if he can close the gap door. Shadows Kib getting hit with a horror effect. Archie with a stun right after, which is a good setup. Wind Fury, big damage. Kib trinkets out of it. Wants to make sure he's A-okay. Wants to treat Archie as a real competitor. Mind Games with a Void Eruption to follow. Silence on Archie. Could get hit by horror effects. Actually, not even then. Kib just busted him out full with burst. And Nurse is going to be up next, or call Nurse. We can just call him Nurse. Shackles is going to try to see if he can walk out of it. The Siphon is on him. I think should do a bit of damage. Or Shadow Fiend? Is it Shadow Fiend? Siphon? There's so many fiends. All the priests have fiends, not friends. They need more friends, less fiends. You know what I mean? You're my best fiend. Doesn't roll off as good of off the tongue as you're my best friend. Disperse up for Kib, as Nurse has got plenty of damage in, but it's still no Ascendance. That is a Wind Fury, I believe. But could be big Ascendance drop. Interrupt onto Kib on Shadow. Lots of procs available for Nurse. It's going to be a stun. Is Kib trying to go for a bit of damage? Does he have anything left? Mind Games to maybe give himself a heal. Shadow has no interrupt available for Nurse. Nurse trying to do damage while the Mind Games is on him, because he's just going to heal hit Kib instead. Kib is barely surviving just to make sure he doesn't get interrupted. Does get a juke interrupt out of Nurse. It looks like Kib is going to be able to catch up on healing. Mind Flip to follow onto Nurse. Nurse has a wall back up. Interrupt used really, really early. Kib could potentially heal. I don't know what his mana situation is news. We can't see the mana. We can just see his main insanity resource, Sunder, to disrupt the cast for a second. Kib trying to see if he can keep blasting damage fear onto Nurse, trying to see if he can Dora Shadows out of there. Big heal, does run the heal legendary, where the longer he spends not healing himself with Shadow Man, it accumulates into a bigger heal. So he spends the same amount of mana, but heals himself for more. Try to sit down for some food and water, as Nurse is still on him. Gonna be another stun with fear effects. Mind gets to follow. Nurse might be in a bad spot. Big execute. Gets off a heal. Kib trying to get some dots in. Nurse trying to heal himself through. The mind games looks he's able to bust right through it. And Kib going for a bit of healing of his own. Has himself Megalomania. Wait, no, it wasn't. Not Megalomania. That was just word form. I thought it was Megalomania with the tentacles, but tentacles of Megalomania would be more defeat rather than anything. And Nurse is going to sit in the Ghost Wolf, get himself whatever heal he can. Healing Surges and Kib, I think, could end the duel here. But looks like he's just going to let Nurse get a full reset. Is that a good idea? I mean, for Kib, that's cooldowns, right? Void Eruption, Silence, maybe Psyfiend or Shadow Fiend. But for Nurse, it's just going to be a prolonged game. Maybe Kib is like, you know what? I wanted to fight him out in the open. It's actually better if I chase him around circles. I'm going to lose. So I better just wait it out. If he doesn't want to, if he wants to stay over there, wait for his cooldowns, it's actually better for me just to stay out in the open. I can beat him even if Shaman has full cooldowns. I just got to make sure I'm not out behind the pillar. And I think that's what Nurse is trying to do. He's trying to lure him behind the pillar, try to walk out and maybe run him in a direction. Just going to try to hit him with some free dots. But is really trying to coax him in. Hey, come behind the pillar. It's fine over there. Dora Shadows trying to close the gap. Kib walks out of the Dora Shadows, getting full dots onto Nurse. Sunder with a Sunder follow. Nurse could potentially go for a big setup. That's going to be a quick fear. Tremor Totem breaks him out of it. Stun onto Nurse. Potentially a Trinket. Mind games to follow. Couldn't Trinket fast enough. Not an interrupt. Silence on the Nurse afterwards. Going to be Void Eruption. Nurse actually super low in health. Does he get himself a heal? Dots are rotting him down, but he's able to get a bit of a heal. Wolves are up to build some of the Maelstrom. Goes to get whatever healing he can. And to try to get whatever healing he can while Maelstrom is at least being built up. He has the mana. He just needs the Maelstrom to amp up his heals. Otherwise, they heal for almost nothing. And Kib just gonna have to take the damage of those Wolfies. And the Wolfies did do their job. At least were played as a defensive play. Kib and Nurse with Ascendance coming up for 10 seconds. Nurse could go with a big Doom wins. Kib does have defenses for it. Burn the PI as well as a Vampire Brace for that one. Is going to at least be able to get some early dots to follow with a DP. Early interrupt by Nurse with a Shackles Malediction. Kib better stay next to him. Looks like Nurse is going to back the hell up. Kib could maybe commit some damage in and maybe chase. He knows he doesn't want to be next to the pillar. Look at him just walking out of it. He wants to fight the Shaman as far away from the pillar as he can. The further, the better. We are getting into that 34% dampening. Kib just recovering on a bit of mana while he's at it. Making for a pretty long duel here, honestly. But I think Nurse just wants to win this. Trinket back out for him. Kib also with a Trinket. On about the 40 seconds in a big defenses for Kib, but he has at least has dispersed. So it's this emergency button. A big emergency button. Wall is out for Nurse if he needs it. Ghost Wolves are available in 40 seconds. So it's actually going to be Ghost Wolves for Vampire Brace. Cooldown for cooldown trades. Quick interrupt early by Nurse. He wants to go for Big Sunder with a stun. He has stun set up. It's going to be great to fade. Kib kind of approached it, saw it. I think he used to Sunder then stun. But I think he was trying to maximize the value. Hit him with a stun tunnel behind him. Sunder before he realized what happened. Then going for the big damage and get the most value out of that stun. Kib getting interrupted. As Nurse is back up in the open. Is this where you're just going to commit? Just going to stay in? Trinket potentially could be out. Kib is going to go for mind games. Nurse is going to go for a wall. Full Ascendance is up. None of the horror effects are hitting Nurse, so it's going to be pretty good for him. Trying to keep blasting damage to the Kib. Is able to burn through mind games. Kib could be in a really bad spot. Potentially disperse right now. Doesn't go for disperse. It looks like Nurse just strikes him. Oh my goodness. My goodness. Nurse. Calling Nurse. Jesus. He actually got 3 kills and a lot of damage. Well, that duel ended fast. Or not really. Actually, just the opposite. That was a long one, dude. Shadowpits can have pets? Yes, they can. As a Necrolord, they can have like a pet build. It's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. 40 big boy team. Sound good, my guy. We can get you in. Yo, we gotta get your boy Krager in. Because Krager gets a good play. Krager! What's your team did play last time? Krager, let me know if you're ready. He's ready. Perfect. Awesome needs to play. I don't know if Answer is ready. Sentry G is there around. Taxi, I don't know if he's around. I guess you lead or Broton. One of them. Because you can get Broton or 40. versus Kragar. Wait, didn't you guys play each other already? Froton of Bagrika. Does 40 play I? Wait, didn't the Kragar and 40 teams as Broton's team play each other already? Got a full group. Is Jolly added you as well? Alright, let me get you in. Hold on. Let me find you. It's Jolly. There you go. Alrighty. Let's get 40 versus Krag. I think they played each other already because I think it was Broton's team versus Kragar. With Century and Jesus. Asima's been waiting. We could throw Asima back at Kragar, but they two played each other. I mean, 40 says he got a new team, so maybe we just throw him versus Kragar anyway. Maybe. Okay, we'll just do it. We'll just do it. We'll just do it. Because maybe there's enough new people in there. What's new? We're a new team, kind of died trying to bow. That's fine enough. That's fun enough. If it's a new people, new names, new faces, I'm okay with it. Because if it's even if it's just one person is the same, but it's a team of variety. Okay, that's actually quite a bit of variety. We got 40 Alganix. We got us G-Funk, Jalford. We got a variety here. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. This could work out pretty well. This guy should work out okay. I'm fine with this one. This could be fun. It's a lot of paladins on one team. And lots of demon hunters. Wait, what is this variety of Kragar, dude? I mean, here's this whatever. Yo, Rex, we can get you in. What team are you with? Are you with Asima? Are you team with Asima? I'm trying to get as many groups as I can, boys. FFS 3. Have you been trying to make a group for a while? It might even be easier Rex to join a group, but if you've been trying to make one, I can't really control whether somebody joins a group or not. You know? But hopefully they will, you know? Hopefully they will. Alrighty, boys. Which? Got us a team Kragar with a lot of variety. Kragar. Looks like he's gonna be first. We got us a Chokes as well as Kema. We call it Zima. We call it Zima with Holy Havoc as well as Yaxi. We got ourselves Kragar charging in first versus Ja Lord. Going in with a Stormbolt immediately. And that's going to be a War Banner, War Breaker, everything. Avatar, full burst. And Ja Lord just trying to see if he can roll out of the charge. And a big damage. Ja Lord is the best. It's going to be your boy Kragar. Just running over a monk. Taking him out of here. Jesus, boys. Oh my goodness. Why didn't they send somebody at Kragar immediately? What happened to Jal? He's going to be 40 up next, trying to go for the big Outlaw play with a Venthyr. I like the Venthyr combination of Outlaw. Big damage on a Kragar, going to be tricking out 40. I don't really know if he evasioned. Looks like he did evasion. Then he did. That is definitely evasion. It's really hard to see because it doesn't show up as a defensive for Outlaw since Blizzard still hasn't programmed that is the defensive for Outlaw rogues. But there it is. Kragar getting hit with a blind 40. Looking for a bit of a reset versus Kragar. Is 40 playing the shorter blind? Cheap shot into Kragar, getting some pistol shots, building some comp points, get his size up. Maybe he can get himself a roll of the bones as well. What's up, Karan? Holy crap. Yeah, dude. Kragar just ran over that guy. Jesus. Stormbolt on a 40. 40 just poked out and in. It's a Stormbolt. Might still be able to get himself a reset. Warbreaker by Kragar. This is going to be a port. Does he get the interrupt? Kragar did not try to interrupt. 40, I think, tried to just port on top of Kragar to disrupt him with a fear, but it's going to be a trinket out of Kragar either way. 40, not an amazing spot. Does he go for a vanish? He does vanish out. This is that. Kragar with a full rallying cry. Battlemaster's trinket by the looks of it, maybe. And a Fleshcraft. So for 40, that's a hell of a game. He definitely needs to time that disarm at the right time. Getting Stormbolted by the Warrior is going to be really rough. Hits him with the Sap, Zerka Rage, Brilliant Storm to follow. Stormbolt could be really bad as Avatar comes in, because Kragar could just make some big plays out of it. 40, trying to go for Shackles and Malediction. Kragar disrupted. He cannot, but he's just doing damage to 40. Grapple hook as he gouges out with a leap by Warrior. Has blind sight. Smoke bomb for a second to create some line of sight. Stun onto Kragar. Door Shadow's trying to make a play, but does get chopped down. That is a rough one. That is a rough one. Bug Rika going to be up next, getting him with a charge. He kind of looked like the other monk, right? He kind of looks like Jal Guy, doesn't he? Getting interrupted on nature, so he gets himself a full flesh cup. Zuena's up here. Bug Rika trickets out of it. Images are back up and chasing after Kragar. Kragar with a Stormbolt onto Bug Rika, trying to make some big damage play. Big Avatar as well as Banner. Parry up. Is he just going to blast through that Karma? He just might. Bug Rika going for a port. Avatar is still Banner. Everything available. Bug Rika in the Ring of Peace. If that's an execute proc for Kragar, he can still just charge in there either way. Bug Rika, so Kragar are both real low. No more parry for Kragar. Looks like Bug Rika does get to take him down. Oh my goodness. I honestly thought maybe this was going to be another monk. You don't know about Krager, but no, but Rika has it set up. Rika, I like how you were scrunched up in a ball there in animation. But he does take down Krager. Man, that is a rough one. I think Krager might have popped parry there a little early. He saw Karma and he thought, you know what, I have cooldowns, I can probably just keep trucking. And in normal conditions, I think you can, but Bugreek, I think he knew what to expect. Fist of Fury, trying to use it as defensive to parry up through Holy, and it's going to go for a port. Holy trinkets out of it, trying to get back on top of Bugrika, getting that interrupt. Is that going to be over? KO strikes coming through and taking him out. The mobility of a Demon Hunter just to be so sticky on any class that wants him, just to stay on him the whole time. It's just incredible. Alganic's going to be up next, charging on his Frostwolf Howler. Warbreaker Avatar up with a Night Fae Burst, just trying to take Holy out of the game immediately. Stun. That's going to be Ibium. Holy is going to get himself Metamorphosis available, so at least there's going to be some Leech with a full meta to follow. He's going to get knocked down while he stands inside of the Ancient Aftershock. Darkness is down. Ibium to follow. Parry up for Alganix. Has plenty of, not a lot of health actually to work with, but defensive at least are up. Might need to go for a Rallying Cry here. Not a lot of health left. Oh! Parry full off and did not have a Rallying Cry to follow up. He went in with full burst, did not play defensively at all. And Holy also needs to play very, very offensively with full burst. He basically went counter-offensive. It was offense for offense. Both of them were just living by the damage. G-Funk, though, able to take down Holy, taking him out of the game, so you might be able to move on to the next guy. Chokes is going to be next up as a Necrolord, I think, right? Is it Necrolord? He is Necrolord. Look at that big old flesh guy. Got himself a Hand of Freedom walking, and G-Funk is going to trick it out of the Hodge. Chokes, trinkets out of the pet stun by G-Funk. Feign death for a moment by the Hunter with Exhilaration, but Chokes burns through a dock. Wait, what? Did Chokes just blast through G-Funk that fast? It did. Yo, Necrolord Paladins are going to be nuts. They're going to be insane. They're going to be so strong. Why are they so strong? Oh, it's so strong. That's gonna be nuts. I'm excited for that one in particular. I'm really excited for that one. Hell yeah, dude. Alright, man. Kragar with a big old avatar. Avatar and banner. While the defensive nature of Necrolord is gonna get nerfed a little bit, I'm hoping that the damage doesn't get adjusted at all. We gotta get Asuma in here next, yeah. Let's get Asuma, boys. Barrika, new team. Alright, I got you, my guy. Anto, I don't know if he's around. Asuma, Jesus, Sentry, if you guys are ready. Jesus, okay, well, 30 versus Asuma. And Asuma. And then we could do Sentry versus Krager potentially, or 40. Either one of those two. We could do that. All the survival monarch among the best funniest way to play MO. Yo, what's up, Betty? Yo, they're actually a lot of fun. But if you can play Outlaw, right, you can be deadly. Outlaw isn't spec for PvP. Outlaw is more for PvE. True, but it's actually could work because like it's pretty tanky. Like in a 1v1 duel, sure, but in a 2v2, 3v3, Outlaw can live, dude. Outlaw got that survivability. You could actually just counter the Feral Burst every single go, even if they're a Necrolord Feral. As long as you have like a trinket for their stun, you could actually just live for a while. Evasion that you can have up every minute is huge. Feint, 24/7 feint. I mean, 30% DR constantly, as long as you're able to spend calm points, is massive. The burst is also not bad either. It's not quite like Sub-Rogue Burst with double eviscerate, right? With a full setup, but it's still good. I look at Survivor 2, 2, 3, 3. It can do better than you guys. A lot of you guys, there's not a lot of Outlaw Rogues out there. You just, if you see an Outlaw Rogue play, like on Twitch, peep them, watch them. Like if they're an Outlaw Rogue main, playing it like legit, they're nuts. Switch. Gonna be first up with Die. And we got a little bit of confusion in Team 2. What do we got going on? This is gonna be first up. And this looks like it's gonna be Spunk. First up versus Die. Necrolord for a Necrolord. Die with a quick feint death in the opener. Spunk going for a slow on him. I like the name Spunk, by the way. I like that. Die continues to just sink the daggers into Spunk. Is going to finally be able to burst through Rogue's Flesh Cap. Try to go for a bit of a heal. Shackles is going to hit the Monk is going to reverse the Necrotics back towards Die though. As is going to be a Spunk. Go for big legs to a big BDB burst up. Die is going to trick it out of it. Bails out of it completely. Just to the whole another platform. Whole another pillar. Spunk catching up on healing while he's got it. Keeping the Rogue in combo with a quick zap. BDB, wait, did he miss his BDB last time? Did he miss BDB this time? Did he even hit him? Trying to go for one Dragon Punch, dies in a bad spot. No evasion, is going to get booped out of stealth. As long as he stays away from the monk, he might be okay, though, as the monk has no idea where he's at. Quick sap, it looks like it's going to be some DOS still ticking down on Spunk. Die is not in a fantastic situation, let's be honest. He is in a position where he could be in a bad spot, get a shot. Vendetta is up, does not have evasion to follow off this, and Spunk could go for some damage back to return. He looks like he'd no more BDB, but still could make something happen. It is a monk. They just need a proc for a spinning crank. It'll be good. Disarm onto die. Fist of Fury flying. The rogue is going to take a bit of the damage. Blind, and that's going to be flesh count as an interrupt come out for Spunk. During Whirling Dragon Punch. Disarming the monk does nothing as he just hits it with that good old touch and puts you to sleep with a quick touch of death. Pascal's going to be up next. Monk versus Monk as Team 1. Sending out the big guns. Look at that big old Season 2 Gladiator mount. This man's ready for it. Also, I really like the shoulders of Monks. The Xavier shoulders. I feel like you can make so many good mods out of it. Just the color scheme. The shoulders look good. I gotta get him a pair for myself. In cap onto Spunk. BDB burst out of Pascal's. Get himself boot for a second. Fist of Fury flying. Does he get the big damage? Spinning crank kick to follow. Spunk somehow still living through spinning crank kick. Was that even a proc too? It's gonna be Karma after. Spunk is still alive. I don't think it's gonna be for too long though. It's gonna be Karma blasted through pretty quickly. Diffuse magic up right after. As Pascal's also used the Karma of his own. Also used diffuse magic. They're just trying to trade out that Karma buff. It looks like Spunk should have been the last one with that Karma buff, and he's just sitting pretty doing A-okay. Not worried about it at all. I think diffuse magic ended up basically diffusing a lot of that. So it's just like it ended up diffuse, eventually just sending out the weakest version of the Karma. It looks like Pascal's a little bit behind. As Zoan is pawing at his flank, I guess is the best way to put it. At his side, at his thigh. Spunk though, still kicking in. And that's good. Pascal's getting locked down in the Fist of Fury for a second. Still is a win chasing after Pascal's. Has some coolness available. Spunk lagged really badly. We didn't really know where he was. And then all of a sudden he's right next to the other monk, kicking him up into the air, knocking him down to the ground. What was that? That looked like it was a lag switch of sorts. Remember those Call of Duty lag switches or Halo lag switches? Or at least you know what? I don't even know if lag switch was a real thing. Was that just made up? Was that just a troll? But I remember back when everybody played, people talked about lag switches. It basically would essentially have a switch. You could basically turn off your connection, turn it back on. You could be anywhere. Actual lag switch god. He did lag switch though. Like if that was a quintessential lag switch, that was the best one. Because it's like, oh, look, he's over here. Oh, now he's next to me. A big old rising sucky goes in my face. That was really weird. What's up, Ducky? How you doing, my guy? Jesus gonna be up next. Flash Captain versus Flash Captain. I think so far everybody that played today was a Flash Captain, and Kim is the only one that isn't a Flash Captain, is he? I don't think he is. Could be wrong, but I don't think he is. Spunk got himself a flash scout up and running. Jesus looking for that reset. Gonna be some slow Spunk. Get hit with a chain of ice. Jesus, I think he's just waiting out. Big BDB burst is up. Gonna have himself a pet. Big burst out of the DK. Stun onto Spunk with a Mortis Winter. Trying to see if he can make something happen. Silence onto Spunk as he got Fist of Fury's flying stun. As the DK gets hit with the disarm. Rolling Dragon Punch to follow. Gonna be a dragon flying across. Everyone's just throwing everything at one another. And no one's health bar is really moving. Jesus actually catching up on healing. Gripping the monk back in. They literally threw every offensive at one another and no one's health bar even moved. Spunk, I guess, killed himself the whole time. Whirling Dragon Punch, or Spinning Crane Kick rather, onto Jesus. Was that a proc to him? It feels like the proc for Spinning Crane Kick doesn't really hit as hard. Or maybe he's just lagging so the damage is like catching up. I'm not really sure. Big boopity bop ring, but it looks like Jesus had a death advance for it, just ignored it. Gonna be a karma. Jesus is gonna stand next to Spunk, get him hit with a stun with a Mortis Winter, but Jesus might be in really bad trouble. IBF gonna be a quick fear onto Spunk, not gonna be able to need to shrink it out of it, just gonna break out of the fear with the damage alone, and Spunk taking out Jesus. Can anybody stop this monk? Can anybody stop this absolutely unstoppable, unbeatable monk with a big BDB burst and lag switches? My goodness. Shikari is going to have to be our champion. Again, another Necrolord. Literally everybody on the mother is Necrolord, boys. Everyone. Oh, jeez. Shikari is getting some dodge onto Spunk. Just waiting it out. He's just going to hit with the pains here and there, but he's just waiting out until he gets it. He's just going to attack for free. Eventually, it's gonna have to go in for the big damage though. We are getting to that 6% dampener. 5 minutes going and rolling into the 6-minute mark, boys. And Shikari does not want to walk near that pillar at all. Spunk, I think, wants it. Maybe just waiting for Fleshcraft. Maybe that's what he's waiting for. I guess we'll see him. Mounted up, Fleshcraft ready. Shikari trying to walk him away from the pillar. Gonna be siphoning up immediately with the Shadow Fiend as well. Not playing the Mindbender, but instead Shadow Fiend. So I wonder what he's swatching out for his talents. Quick and cap onto Shikari with the leg super fall. Chicken side of it with the stun onto Spunk. Spunk does not have a trick. It's gonna be Void Form Eruption. Everything for Spunk. Does not need the Void Bolts to pop the horror effect on Spunk though. Spinning Cracker Procket on Shikari does have a great effect. It's gonna be Spunk actually reversing the dodge back to Shikari and puts himself in a horror effect. But he's playing the VT. It's gonna be Shikari super low in health. Actually gonna be the best spot. Oh! My goodness! Spunk! It just continued to spank these boys down to the ground, dude. Beating their booty like a bongo drum. Can Kib stop him? This is the moment. Kib, it's up to you. This monk has been terrorizing your whole team. Your brethren has fallen. It's up to you as a lone non-necrolord of your team to stand up to the monk threat. And I know what? I'm surprised I haven't even got any kind of nerfs from monks in 915 PTR at all, dude. Not a single one. Well, no. Technically, a spinning crane kick actually is a one, but I mean, it's not like this guy did a spinning crane kick. That's not what killed the other guy. But he can flag of ownership. Now you really gotta avenge him. He just flagged your boy. He just flagged Shikari. You might not even know him in person. You might not be friends with him, but he's a priest like you. He's just another priest with wide eyes. Looking out, trying to explore the world. It looks like Spunk is just not going out there, dude. He doesn't want to go out there. He's waiting. Gonna be almost a res for Kib. Spunk is looking to get some damage in. If ever. Kib is just staying super far away. He wants to put this monk away from pillars. Monk moving on to another pillar. Mindflay at least attacking him from Kib. At least able to generate some resources, doing something, anything. And Spunk with that free ruby Fleshcraft. Kib at least trying to get himself a better positional. Again, wants to keep him away from pillars. Full Fleshcraft is up for Spunk. Out in the open. Can actually be somewhat tanky for a moment. Trinkets out of the field really early. Stunned by Kib with a mind control to follow him. You're just gonna walk him out of the walls to win, and the images are beating up on Kib. Is at least gonna try to get himself a heal. Looks like he gets locked out of it. Likes it to follow. Trinkets out of it. Maybe a side. Oh, great fate to follow. And Kib maybe goes for a cast or something. Flippy eye. Vampire base is available. Into fear. Spunk is gonna reflect all the dots back to Kib. He's gonna put himself in a horror, dodging almost of the void bolts except for one that continues to see chain. Kib could be in a situation where he still might get to go for disperse, even though he got so many of these defensive cooldowns available. It looks like this is gonna be dispersed together with PI together with Vampire brace. It looks like Spunk is not going anywhere at all. He's just staying on top of him. Shackles him addiction on the monk. He's going to go for an in-cap on Kib to break it apart. Kib needs some kind of CC chain in order to at least fear. Do something for Spunk. Stuns him. Goes for a Shadowman. Trying to get a heal. Mind gives to follow. Spunk bails out of there. Another mind. Oh, Shadowman getting interrupted. Kib with an absorb. That's all he's got. And a touch of death out of Spunk. I don't know what you could do in that scenario. That was just a full-on rollover by Spunk. That is nutty. That's some monk gameplay there, boys. Just see him doing it for fun. None of them really good. Ash to play against Crag. Maybe, dude. Maybe. We gotta see what versus Crag are. That could work out. Should we do it? It's Jolly. You got a group plus. Okay, let's get you in. Bugrika says he got a team ready to go, mate. Bugrika has a team. Cragger's ready. Yo, Sentry, is he ready? Does Sentry have a group? I think I haven't seen Sentry play in a while. Or at least Sentry in his team, rather. If I want to phrase it. I guess we could Kragar and Asuma, but also Lisa. What is it? What's it called? Is it Lisa Jolly? Lisa Jolly. We can get him in as well. Bugrika? Does Bugrika have a team? Monk's big buff list. Yeah, for real, dude. Please. Okay, let's do this. Let's do Bugrika versus Jolly. So we can get some people in here. We'll get some fresh blood and we'll go Kragar versus Asuma afterwards. How does that sound, boys? You guys want blood? We'll give you blood, but we'll try to see if we can get Lisa Jolly in here versus Bugrika. Bug, make sure lead if you can be. Bugrika and is it Lisa? Oh, Isa Jolly. Is it IS? I think it is IS. Or is it Lisa Jolly? It's Jolly. It worked. Let's get you guys in, and we'll get Krager versus Asuma. Krager, Asuma, get ready, boys. Get the best of the best in the pillar game of the best. Yeah, there's a lot of pillars. I mean, the guy basically just waited behind the pillar into a fleshcraft. I mean, that's how some classes play, right? That's how some classes play. I mean, that's why fleshcraft is so good. You just could be out, you know, into pillar, you know, just kite, you know, as much. That's probably one of the best defenses in the game. Sorry about that. That's one of the best defenses in the game. You're just kiting and get the hell out of the way. It's up like, why would you fight a person out in the open when you can just go behind the pillar while they waste their cooldowns? You know? You can't really hate the player. You can hate the game, but I don't personally hate the player. Hook point, let's go, boys. Let's get that hook point. Let's go hooking. Much, but it's gonna be fun to people just know. Yeah, I like these duels, man. It's all for fun and games. I mean, some people want to go for the big duels, big games. More than welcome to. You guys are always welcome to. But if you just want to join in for fun, give it a try, give it your best shot, you're also more than welcome to, dude. Everybody is welcome. I don't give a damn about your CR. I don't give a damn about your item level. Just want to get in, practice, have some fun with the boys, give you your best shot in here. You're always welcome to. Full leather team. It isn't full leather team on team 2, isn't it? It's almost a full leather team -2 on team 1. Leather cards are pretty popular right now, aren't they? If I want to be the mirror GG boys. Fair enough. That's it. Man, what's up, Chrysler? Wait, they actually fix in male neighbor faces? Wait, are they really? The XPTR will fix neighbor faces being angrier than intended. Yo, let's go, Chrysler! Big update, dude. That's what we want to see in the XPTR build. Let's go. That's awesome. Switch. We got ourselves team 1 together with Alganix. We got ourselves Bugrika, 40 Cutie, as well as G-Funk with Child Lord in the back versus Aksu. We got ourselves Nougat Bitsy? Nougat. We got ourselves Shadow Wrath with Tanterakiti? Tanner. We got Tanner in here. Tanner from high school. Tanner. Tanner, we'll call him Tanner, dude. That's a lot easier than Tanterakiti. Although Tanterakiti kind of sounds cool. Tanner getting over the big old BDB. Bugrika trying to go big. Oh my goodness! Oh my god, that was a big old kick. That was no spinning crane kick, even though that's the one getting nerfed in Hour 5. Looks like they're nerfing wrong thing about Monk, Blizzard. They're nerfing wrong thing about Monk. That's a big old kick. What was that? What was that? And Nougat trying to see if he can be the new guy. Giving him the gat. Trying to go with a big Ventier burst. Flagellation up and running, but he's going to take a bit of damage right now. It has a full ZDs available if he wants to go for defensive. Big Defensive Fury trying to parry up Nougat, but it's going to be evasion. Is he going to bow out of the... What? When is he going to bow out of there? It looks like he was going to, but not really. Trying to maybe catch... He's not sure if he wants to catch a reset or not. Getting hit with an handicap as Bugrika, catching up with a bit of heal. Ring a piece. So Nougat can't really go anywhere. Getting hit with the Whirling Dragon punch. Just getting Whirling Dragon Dawn vanish as well as the Karma is up. Gonna be spin crane kick attacking him. Cheap shot. But he's going for the reset. Cheap shot is going for a reset smoke bomb, but the monk is on you blind. But we can shrink inside of it. Unless Nougat can't even stun him. Unless he got some big damage in the shortest DR possible. Gonna be a quick touch of death by Bugrika, just putting him to sleep. Zuni gonna be up next. Feral Druid, big Convoke. It looks like Bugrika doesn't set that stun long at all though, since he was so heavily DR'd. That batch does not last long, which is perfect for a big Convoke and Feral. And Bugrika just turning up the heat, get into the win. Fist of Fury. Oh my god, Zuni! Big old kick to take him out. Bugrika sitting out in the open. Fleshcraft, no trinket. Zoen, ready to pounce. One set of images, no karma. I mean, this is the perfect opportunity if somebody wants to get a chance at stopping him. This is a perfect stopping power for you. Shadow Rat's trying to make some damage happen. Stun to Bugrika with a big old demon form. Trinkets out of the ink cap. That's a move right there. Now that's a really ballsy move right there. Trinkets out of that ink cap. Stun to Bugrika to follow. Bugrika at least had a full flash card. That looks like that was a full haunt unless he stopped it. Bugrika taking a bit of damage. It's going to be diffused magic. Trying to reduce some of the chaos damage coming out of Shadow Wrath. Is chaos damage, is that all diffusable? Because isn't chaos damage magic damage and physical? Like I-beam, can you not? Or can you cloak it? I think you might be able to actually. Or can you? I don't even know, to be honest. I feel like I should know this stuff by now. Gonna be Shadow Wrath, getting hit with the stun on Bugrika. That's darkness if he needs to. I-beam back up and back up. As Bagrika catching a couple of VFIs, taking a little bit of that burn from the immolation aura from the Demon Hunter, trying to see if he can roll out of there. Demon Hunter catching him in prison. And Shadow Wrath without a trinket. Bagrika next unlock combo could be really, really bad. Darkness out as Bagrika boops him out of the way. Perfect opportunity. Big old kick for Shadow Wrath. Bagrika, I think, just needs one more global to take him out. Shadow Wrath, unless he gets some kind of heal now, I think it's essentially over. Big old I-beam. Does get himself a little bit of leech, but it looks like Bagrika does line up a spinning crane kick afterwards. And Axua has himself a whole team to go through. You got to go through Bagrika as well as the rest of the team. Can you do it? Big end shot versus Bagrika with a vendetta immediately. Going to be a spicy, get it set up. Bagrika has a karma, has a trick to use the karma onto Axua. Not going to cloak the shadows for it. Big leg sweep to follow. Bagrika does see Axua trinket out with a vanish after. Karma is still on him. As long as Bagrika has any kind of dots, eventually Karma is going to do work. Zwen found the rogue before Bagrika did. Rolling Dragon Punch to follow Axua with an evasion. And he's going to get an interrupt onto Bagrika in nature as the full flashcraft is up and about. And so we just getting beat up. Big Fist of Fury flying. Not much you can really do unless you can maybe go for a blinder Bagrika. Might not be a bad move actually. Has a Mark for Death. I think you try to go maybe Mark for Death into a kidney shot. Or Venom trick it out of Bagrika immediately. Has Axua on the ropes. And I think it's over kidney shot. Axua will still continue to sink in those mutilates. But I don't know if you make it out of here alive. Oh, cheap shot. I think it's over. I think it's over. Big boopity bop. Bagrika, do you have a touch of death? Is that what you're setting up for? Just have a big old touch. Touch of death? Maybe try to touch him through cheat death? You're just messing with him at this point. You're just messing with that guy at that point. My goodness. Bagrika with a 1v5. That was really, really quick too. 5 minutes. Literally just like cut 5 minutes. Perfect. You know what I mean? My goodness. Alright, let's get a cracker in here next. Yeah, boys? Hey, Dalaran, you're playing New World? I'm not playing New World right now, no. No, I've seen mixed reviews and everybody I've talked to doesn't say anything good about it. Have you guys heard anything good about New World? Because I only heard bad stuff. Like, maybe there's some really good stuff. I watched some of the, like, what is it? It was a big streamer thing where they did the first war, and or one of the first few wars and streamed it. So got to see what a war looks like. I mean, it's kind of cool, but it just seems like you just go in and AoE things. Maybe there's like a lot more finesse to it once you get max level, but like, I don't really know. Everybody that plays it told me don't get it. They told me don't do it. This game is going to be good in a year, but right now it's not. That's what they literally told me, like guildies and friends. So I'll be just kind of going off of their feeling, but if you got someone to convince me different, I work for a development team and wondering if anyone would like free keys for loot and the items in the game. We're about to give. Oh no! I probably should have said anything bad then, huh? If anyone would like free items and codes for the development team, yo, Ekarian. Well, I probably shouldn't have said anything bad. But I'm serious though. I heard the reviews are not bad. I stopped playing WoW, not saying anything, but they hired a lot of us for Activision and left Activision Blizzard last year. I mean, Ekarian, if you want to pass me it, I could give it a try. I could tell you what I think of it, because so far I haven't heard anything good. But it's not a game I want to invest time into. One, or money into. Because one, I already have games I want to play. And two, so far my friend said don't get it, so I'm just going to go with friends. But if I got like a free code, I probably would give it a try and tell you what I think about it. Like I would invest time. It's funny I wanted a lot of us to work for Blizzard. It's funny that they wanted a lot of us to work for Blizzard. Oh, okay. Not gonna lie, it seems like a scam. Is it? Maybe. Maybe. You never really know. But if you're legit, yo, hit me up with a code. If you're legit, hit me with that code. Awesome and Crag. Yeah, we can get him in here. Awesome and Kragar. I got you, Scorpio. I got you. I got you, my guy. Got Rival and Druid. Need to upgrade the gear. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Let's go, my guy. Get that big Rival gear. I got you, Scorpio. Yo, chill. Yo, chill. I see you. Kragar and Asuma. I see you. There's a bit of delay in stream. Dude, can we buff Monks, please? For real. Yeah, let's just buff him. What's up, Dodo? How you doing, my guy? There's people who play Monk is gross, honestly. The Bagrika is still in the fun. Well, I don't think Bagrika knew what he was going into. Neither of us knew, really. Alrighty. We got ourselves the two juggernauts, dude. We got two big juggernauts. Let's see which one comes out on top. This is going to be, I think, a hell of a match, man. Hey, Dal, Bad Boy 915 out yet? Not yet, Wolf Assassin. How you doing, my man? The 915 hopefully should be out very, very soon. There's a lot of the updates they've been doing. The updates have been getting smaller and smaller. And it feels like if the update comes out in 3 weeks, it would match up with us getting 8 renown, which would be the perfect time for us to switch our covenants. So hopefully Blizzard will announce something soon. Hopefully next week they'll announce something. Like, I'm breathing under hopium, but maybe. Very much hoping for it. Did I save that one? I'm gonna save it just in case. I'll save a lot of those even though I don't use all of them. I'll try to save them best I can. Alrighty, switch. We got ourselves team 1. It looks like Wolf is going to be first. Oh, this is going to be some big boys in these 2 teams. We got Faye God Jr. versus Wolf first up. Retribution Paladin. Is that a Kyrian? Big knockback onto the Paladin as he's charging in. Stunned by Wolf. Trying to see if he can lock him down. Big disengage as the Paladin is just chasing after him while still on the horse. Shield of Vengeance is up. Trying to see if he can deal through the damage. Wolf is just blasting him out with Cobra shots back to back. Going to be Shackles Malediction. Just fake go for a stun. Instead going to go for a blind Seraphim up. Trying to go for the most amount of holy damage to the Wolf. The flesh cap actually keeping Wolf alive right now. Fake God X is kind of lowish on health though. Trying to keep himself alive as best as possible. Wolf got all those Cobra shots flying. The pets are back up, running back in. I think Fake had him on stun with the Wake of Ashes. Freezing Chop onto Fake as Wolf needs himself a bit of a reset. Is going to go for a camo. Really early camo, but does need to catch himself up a little. Hunter's Mark to Fake. And Fake needs to make sure he got himself good line of sight. He doesn't really know where Wolf is. He could get interrupted in any moment while he is going for the burst or for his healing. Wolf catching him with a couple slows. Trying to make some DMs happen, but that's going to be a line of sight by the Paladin. Doesn't want to walk up next to him. Wolf is going to be about a minute before he can get another Fleshcraft up and running, or at least maybe 30 seconds or so. But what if he can get that up and running, the better. Fake God did burn a lot of his offensives last burst he went for, so it's going to be a bit. Wolf throwing in the Death Chakram, getting quite a bit of damage into Fake God eggs. That's going to be lots of pressure on him. Actually, in the kill shot, Fake getting knocked back in the right position, actually. He got knocked behind the pillar. If Wolf did not put down the knockback trap where it was, I think Fake would have been out in the open, potentially with a bubble, as a kill shot would have ended him. That's maybe a little bit of a misplay by the Hunter, but I also didn't think he expected for Fake to walk in the trap at the angle that he did. That's super unfortunate. But that could have been the end to Fake, or at least got a bubble out of him really early on. Actually huge plays. With Wolf, no trinket for now. Fake God walking at him, maybe going for a Hammer of Justice sometime soon. Does he have the full blind setup? Gonna be freezing trap down. Wolf trying to see if he can kite Fake God back into the blind. The Paladin turns around attention and starts hitting the pets instead. Action is putting the pressure onto the pets completely. Wolf got himself the Chakram. Quite a bit of damage to the Fake God. Does he have the big kill shot? Kill shot could come through, but the bow preventing Wolf. Does he just survive this long enough? Has a turtle if he needs to. Might just want to go for turtle potentially. Next stun could be really deadly. Feign death for a moment. Does have a knockback trap with the Fake God as he rotates a Shield of Vengeance. Stun, trinkets out of it immediately. Fake God continues to charge at Wolf, building up the holy power, but the freezing trap is going to separate the two. I don't know what Wolf has as a defensive yet. Does he have pet sack in case the Paladin goes in for a big burst? Is that even going to be enough? Does that even do anything at all? I guess we'll find out. Fake God recovered a bit of health. Blind into Wolf. Pets can't help him. Trinket for Wolf so he can maybe get out of this combo. Fake is going to chase after him with Seraphim. Everything available. Death Chakram is up. Fake God is going to go for a lot of healing. Wants to go behind line of sight. Cannot decide whether he wants to go behind the line of sight or stay on top of Wolf. It looks like he's kind of veering back and forth. He's going to go for a bit of damage. Wolf going for a feigned death. It's going to be his pets getting stunned out by the Wake of Ashes. Wolf is out here by himself for a moment. And when those undead pets gives you advantages but disadvantages, especially against Paladins, we could just stun them outright for like 5 seconds. Cobra shots are still flying. The pets are doing work. Faye getting hit with knockback with a hand of freedom, able to at least keep moving. Wings are up and rolling. Wolf got some cooldowns of his own too. Has a freezing trap waiting for him. Fake just trying to go for as much holy power generation without touching Wolf. That is going to be a blessing of protection removed immediately. Wolf has a freezing trap in front of him. If the Fake wants to go in for big damage, you better walk into that freezing trap. That's at least what Wolf I think is hoping for. That's going to be Death Chakram literally walking all the way, a long way around the trap. Fake God might be in a bad spot though. Shackles put him in a bad position. Is that going to be a kill shot potentially? No health at all. Do the pets do the work? Do they do it? They do. And the pets take him out with a dead abuse. What a name. What a name. Dead. We're just going to call you dead, dude. Oh my God. That's kind of messed up when you think about it. Oh my goodness. I guess he goes out in BG's Merc moding as Alliance, beating up on the Forsaken, right? And Death Knights because they're all dead. He just likes to beat him up, bully him. That's what the name comes from, right, Blizzard? Right? It's kind of weird. Try to soften it up a little for his children watching. Just beating up on Death. That's how he's doing Merc moding. You know what I mean? This is going to be a Wolf. Going in for a full flesh cup. It looks like it's going to be feign death for a second. Deadbeat trying to go for a big old shatter throw, but I don't think it went. I don't think it flew. Did it? It doesn't look like it has a shield anymore. Is there still shield? He just feign deathed it? I think there's still shield on him. He just feign death so he doesn't look like he does. It's like a visual bug. Going to be freezing trap. And Dead is going to be frozen for a moment as Wolf does bail out of it for a moment. Dead does not have a lot of self-survivability besides, I think, Second Wind and Fleshcraft. So as long as there's none of them are up, as long as he's unable to heal, as long as he doesn't have the shield from Fleshcraft. I mean, for Wolf, this is a perfect situation. Perfect's an RTB, and parry is up. It looks like Wolf is actually, I think Wolf is the one who picked up the eye just now. 5% more damage. Dead, going in for a stun onto Wolf. Does he have enough damage happen here? Not a lot of health left. It looks like the pets take him out as explosive. Just doesn't even send him flying anywhere. Just happens. Maddox, ooh, catching these pets in a little bit of a ring of peace. Tar trap down for him. Wolf has a freezing trap for Maddox. No turtle shell for Wolf. He has a trinket, acceleration, and some cooldowns. That's really about it. And Lubitsa just walked up on top of Maddox just to think, say hello. Just rubbing up on him, just loving up on him. His name is Lubitsa, which means kind of like lover in a sense. Well, lovely? Something along those words. Lover or lovely? One of those two. Pretty sure somebody in Russian would be able to come up with a better translation. Freezing trap on a Mad X, but eventually these freezes are going to fall off. Nice knockback trap, giving Wolf plenty of that kind of ability. That is a monk you're playing up against. He can just jab and be right next to your face. Is Mad X no longer playing that jab build? Oh no, he is still jabbing. He's still jabbing and gabbing and yabbing. Gonna be Fist of Fury flying. Wolf trying to make some damage happen. Could be Karma out of Matt. There's a Karma. Wolf, I don't think he has anything left, but he did. Held on strong enough. Stormbolt by Krager. Maddox with a trinket. Could potentially be lots of damage. Dimitri running out at him. I don't really know what he's running towards. Krager trying to get some damage on the Maddox. He's to go for a leap. Leap. No interrupt. Gonna be. Oh, Maddox with a big zooming around. That little charge that the thing does. It's nutty. Dead as a warrior. What's up, Chrysler? Yeah, dude. Maybe that is dead, dude. Maybe that is dead as warrior. Big trinket out of Kragar. Might be in a really bad spot. Could potentially parry out of this. Not in a great position. He's going to go for flesh cup. No interrupt by Matt. Oh, if only Matt had an interrupt. Oh, that's the second time he juked him. Is it just a juke Lord McGee? This man, he's got the biggest jukes. Oh my god, Krager still can go for big executes. Maddox not a great spot. Does he do it again? Does he do it again? He's trying for it. Interrupted. Does Krager have the big execute? Charge with a Warbreaker. Does he get the big execute? No more leap, unless Krager has a leap saved up somewhere. Does have one more leap. That's going to be another charge from Matt. He has to put himself back again around the platform. Another execute by Krager. Does he get one through the parry? Through the ring of peace? Does he just go, what the? Huh. Well, that Paladin sniped a kill from Kragar. And you left immediately. I'm not really sure. For some reason, I knew the name Lubitsa sounded familiar. But I think it's literally that Paladin that I think this is not the first time. It's not the first time he's done something like this. Well, I guess we've mostly just had a 4-man team rather than 5-man team over on the team 1. And it looks like Chokes is going to be up next versus Asuma, who did take down Kragar. Very unfortunate that happened. I think Kragar still would have had the monk dead. But next time Manuel rushes, you see the name Lubitsa, just don't invite. That's all I can say is, you see that name, you see that guy, his name is lovely, he's not lovely, just don't even invite. It's a monk, so we allow it. Chrysler says it's a monk, so we'll allow it. Oh my god. I mean, I guess. I don't think that's a fair way of going about it, but you guys are savages. You guys are ruthless. Nobody likes the monks, lol. My goodness. Maybe that's all you want to do. You want to pop in, snipe out a monk just because he hates him so much, and get out of there. Chokes is going to go for a bit of a flesh shot while tussling with Asuma. Sorry, I lost a bit of concentration commenting here. Yo, Chokes, play it out as normal. Don't worry, you didn't do nothing wrong. You play it out versus Asuma. It's a normal duel like any other. Maybe just waiting for the eyes. Where can I spawn for Chokes? I think the eyes can spawn here. On the far side, right? Because the eyes kind of spawn out in the open for this arena. They don't really spawn next to the pillars or anything. which may be a good thing. Actually, no, it's probably a... Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I don't know, actually. I'm not sure. Which one would it be better? Maybe next to the pillars the row can sap immediately, or far away from pillars the row can sap you? Or the duel will be away from the pillar. Big flagellation opener by Asuma. Shadow Steppen has 2 of them though, so he's not completely out of mobility. That's going to be a hodge onto Asuma as he's trying to go for a port. Has a trinket. Looks like Paladin's going to go through the burst. Got himself the big gavel. Big AoE. He's going to clip Asuma. Not enough to actually take him out though. Asuma escapes with barely any health, but just enough to stay alive and stay in this duel. Is staying in this match. Chokes looking for the eye. Oh, he does next to one of the line of sights. Trinket out of Chokes immediately, as it's going to be full stun lock set up by Asuma. Double cheap shot, triple cheap shot into a bubble out of the Paladin. And it's going to be no evasion of no vanish available for Asuma. Evasion and Cloak of Shadows are going to use stunned out of that cloak. Trinket for the Hammer of Justice, dodging that hammer. That's going to be a spit from the slime. Chokes needs to catch up to Asuma immediately. That slime doesn't keep him in combat. Looks like slime is going to disappear as Asuma catches a reset. Does Chokes go for another eye maybe? Can he? Actually, if Rogue was a little closer, and Chokes would have went for a Word of Glory, I think that Splash of Able would have gotten Asuma out in the open. Actually, interesting. Chokes is at least able to catch up on health. It's really going to be down to him, as well as Holy Havoc defeat Team 2, as it is down to competitors. It is a little bit sad to know that Team 1 basically had 1 troll, so essentially it's a 4-man team rather than a 5-man. But what can you do? Stun onto Chokes. Asuma trying to go for the full setup with a disarm, but the Paladin doesn't even need a weapon. He can just cast certain abilities. He can just use certain spells without even a weapon. He got hammers in his pockets. Gonna be maybe a big proc to Asuma. Got the double gavel proc to follow. That's gonna be the rogue getting taken out. Spunk kind of came in a little bit early, but wants to continue on the damage versus Chokes, and Chokes is gonna go for an eye for a night, trying to go for as much Word of Glory healing. 40% dampening. Gonna be the Bell Facial to follow. Hand for him to keep himself moving. Judgment's thrown at Spunk. And trying to keep himself alive and healthy. Going to be a Ring of Peace as he's trying to get himself Flash of Light. Got himself Holy Power generating at least. Look at Spunk doesn't have enough damage to take him down. It's going to be a hard through the Fist of Fury. Does Chokes have any damage to fall? It does have Proc of Wings. Oh my god, Spunk with that Karma. And Chokes, I think, is probably going to go for a reset, isn't he? There's no way he doesn't. Flash of Lights are up while Wings is available. Got himself a big proc of Wings. It was a proc, not even real Wings. I think it's just random auto attack with Crusader or Vengeance Aura. Might need to use that Shield of Vengeance as soon as possible. I don't even know if that's going to be enough. Chokes is going to have to go for a lot of healing. He has Zwen to at least build Holy Power off of. Flashlights are up. Has Wings back up and available as well. There's going to be an interrupt for Holy though. Bad situation to be in. It looks like Holy is just going to charge right at Spunk. I think the rules out of the window of being able to let the enemy reset or whatever. But, or at least let the enemy start from their side of the ring. Going to be Spunk getting blasted by Holy and taken down. Oh my goodness. At least everybody got to play. I like ending duels like that, where everybody gets a chance to play. You know what I mean? There's a clown fiesta, no one goes by the rules. Yeah, I kind of think the rule book was thrown out pretty early. As soon as the beat you get the snipe. But it's okay. As long as everybody had fun, that's all that matters. Ready, 5 big team all champs. Alrighty, Chrysler. We gotta get you in here then. I was thinking that this one was going to be the last one, but I think this is going to be the real last one. Who are we throwing against Chrysler, boys? Do we throw Bugrika? My team is 1 blood mate. Let me get it. Okay, let's do it. It was Bugrika. That'll be the trick. That might be the last one. I'll see how I'm feeling after this one, because I am getting kind of hungry. I am kind of hungry, boys. I got a pizza waiting for me. Chrysler and Bugrika. Get your boys up and running here. Just threw the rules out of there. There's a weird duel. Always fucking Palace breaking the rule. It is Palace. It's always fucking Palace. Fucking Palace, man. I'm all for the night, guys. We got a good one night, Dal. Thanks for giving me a chance at the duels. Need to get better PvP and then come back. Yo, my guy, get some gear, get some PvP. You'll be good to go. B-boy. B-buoy. Let me try to see if I can add B-buoy in here. B-buoy. That's a speed, right? Got him. Wait, Memnarch. Memnarch! What the hell are you doing online, Memnarch? In my duels? Memnarch. Yo, can I mark you with a note? SP, priest duel guy. Big pets build. Yo, 2 expansions from now, I'm not gonna remember what a big pets build is. I'm gonna be like, there's a note. I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means, but it's there. Booey. Boy. I'm with Crisbad. Okay, cool. Gotcha. So as long as I queue Crisbad, I'll be good. Bug Rika. Crisbad. Leave all queues that you guys have, and I'll get you guys in. SP pre-steal get big pals build. Yeah, it's a pretty good name. I think it's good enough. Hey, Dan, what's up, Muzzy? How you doing, my guy? Do combo. Yo, we'll try to get him in, boys. We could try to get him in. Got a pizza going for Dal. Pizza. I think it's good. I think it's tonight because I'm not the one ordering it. I think it's like all the meats are Hawaiian. Empyrean Domain. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, what arena is this? We haven't seen this place in a while. How are you, boys? This is a really flashbang arena. I do like the way this arena looks. I think it's awesome looking. I think it plays pretty well too. Kind of tiny pillars. There's 4 of them. Now the worst positionals you can have with. He's gonna put a big 1v5 low rogue pizza, dude. Big pizza, boys. Pizza pie. Alrighty, let's get another one up and running. Switch. Got ourselves Team Cries Bad together with Effective. We got ourselves Quiz on here as well. Oh, I like it. Looking fancy, dude. Look at this lover boy looking kind of guy. Is that a tabard? What kind of shirt is that? What is this supposed to be? It looks good. We got ourselves Shamtard in here as well as SP. Ready to go as soon as these Kirans give the go-ahead. Bug Rika over on Team 1. We got us a Ford. We got us a G-Funk Jar Lord. But it looks like one is missing. We are going to play this out either way. Hopefully the 5th over on Team 2 is going to make it over. You guys are going to have to leave that area at some point. You guys are going to get kicked out. So kind of hang out where 40 is at. You see where Ford is at? 40 Cutie? He's hanging out here. If you guys chill there, like behind this line, before the stairs, you'll be fine. G-Funk going to be first up versus... Yeah, it's actually an Unholy DK. I thought for some reason it was Frosty, but Quizon is going to have himself the grippy hand available. G-Funk throwing in all the traps. Quizon is going to have to run through them. And I think it was actually a... was that a... what is it called? Death's Advance? So he doesn't walk into the steel trap or he walks in and ignores it. There's going to be shackles on a G-Funk. As it not a bit of pressure, G-Funk actually doesn't have any way to heal. He has to go feint that through a move, then Necrotics, maybe get some kind of CC. It's going to be a quick stun to Quizon as G-Funk drops low in health. Is going to go for that turtle shell as well as a bit of a heal. Getting his Kieran friend to join, giving him a bit of a sippy cup. Hopefully the Kieran friend ends up coming in for help fast enough. G-Funk tried to see if he can disengage over. That's going to be a chain of ice slowing down completely. Not much you can really do. Quizon sacrificing his main pet to summon a fresh new one. And it's going to grip G-Funk in with a Strangulate. Trinket for the Hunter, trying to make some distance away from Quizon. He knows as long as he's not in the middle of the guy, he'll be okay. Quizon needs to get himself a lot of resources if he wants to go for the Lichborn self-heal with the what is it? Death Coils. I was going to say RP, but RP stands for Runic Power. Unless he could heal himself with roleplay. I mean, I guess it could happen. Going to be a quick harpoon for G-Funk, throwing in nades at Quizon. Quizon necrotic down in hell. The G-Funk does survive long enough. Take him out. Quick stun by SP. I think he's just going to go for a Mind Blast VT and maybe Shadow of Death. Yep, doesn't even give him a chance. He doesn't even give that boy a chance. Jaw Lord is up next, trying to get some damage into SP. Big Fist of Fury flying, potentially mind control by SP, landing it. Jaw Lord just going to be mind control way out there. And SP is going to be given an opportunity to at least get a setup versus Jaw Lord. Didn't really go for the Siphon or anything. Going to be full BDB burst up for Jaw Lord, not shrinking it out of the fear since it is very, very hard. Another mind control just to peel this monk off of himself. SP with a greater fate. I think he's just trying to avoid all damage out of Jaw Lord as best he can. Get it booped in the other direction with that Ring of Peace. Is going to go for some damage of his own. Siphon, everything available. Jaw Lord reflected the dots back to SP. Hoards himself in the end of it. That's going to be a full Void Eruption for SP. That's the damage of Jaw Lord. That is a karma used by the monk. SP got a lot of pets chasing after Jaw Lord. That is going to be a slappy hand as well. Slappy technically boy. As well as the mages try to see if you can blast through the flesh cup. The flesh cup though is pretty strong. But SP at least was able to get some counter pressure on the Jaw Lord and survive a lot of the monk big BDB burst damage. So at least he's in a good spot. Jaw Lord charging in, gonna be the full flesh cut available. Mind control coming out for SP. Mind control on the Jaw Lord. Not much you can really do. Has to wait this out. And SP at least should be able to live this Disperse available as well as a greater fade if he needs it. And a quick in cap by the monk, just trying to disrupt SP as best as he can. SP with a greater fade, quick fear onto Jawlord, still holding on to a trinket, so the monk is in a good spot. Gotta be some dots. Does not go for an interrupt onto SP. Did he try? I guess he interrupted him on something else earlier. Big BDB burst. Actually, no, not BDB burst. It just looks similar. Gonna be mages on the dead with a full transfusion. Silence onto Jawlord. Jawlord's out in the open, getting slowed down by the Siphon as well as the Mindful from SP. The mage is doing a lot of damage. No karma, no defense. And SP does end up rotting him down, man. The pet build for Necrolord Priest, I think it's really cool. I think it's really unique. Gonna be a big burst out of 40 QD with a full incarnation. But it looks like SP is going to be able to live through this. Did he do anything? Did 40 just go in? Is 40 playing with a weapon? Did he go with the stun opener? How is SP out in the open without a chink or nothing? Did I just burst it? I swear I gotta check my phone for just a second. I just missed it. I guess I might have. That's a full incarn. 40 doesn't want to get up in there. What is going on? That's a full burst. He looks like he's just going to wait it out completely until he can catch that full reset. I'm not sure what was that. It looks like he maybe missed his opportunity. Going to be Ursul's Vortex into SP. Shackles and Addiction while behind the pillar. SP just going to ride on him with a trike. Dots are up onto 40 with the mind control to follow. And he at least get control of the Pharaoh, put him out in the open. Maybe hit him with a stun. No, looks like 40 bails out of it completely. Is going to get some hot rolling. Interesting. What Covenant is 40, by the way? What Covenant is this guy? What's up, brother? What's up, Forgore? I do, my man. I hope you're having a good one. My favorite arena stage, just wish it was less brighter. Yeah, if they were to turn down the brightness in this place just a hair, I think that'd be awesome. Or at least give us an option to turn it down a little. Skull Bash onto SP. It is gonna have to wait it out. Yo, if they could add like a night place for this, instead of like make the sky all bright blue, like dim the lights a little, and then during night give it like a purple sky, so it looks more like kind of like a pseudo night of sorts. I think that'd be dope. 40 with a charge, Fleshcraft up for SP, charging him without the opener, just going for Skull Bash, getting all the dots up, Maim to follow. As SP goes in for a stun, full burst up with a 40. Pets are available. Siphon, Mindbender, as everything. Slappy hands around the corner. Going to be regrowth. If SP can get close enough and silence him, he'll be in a good spot. Silence at a 40. He's getting slapped by all his pets. Double slow from the Siphon as well as the Shadow Priest. Going to be still the pets. Getting around the corner. Mindbender still didn't work. The mage is still trying to get the cast off in there. Integral roots onto the mages as 40 is trying to see if he can live it. 40 is really low on health. Wasn't able to escape these pets whatsoever. I don't know if he's running the Guardian Infinity or not. Because in Guardian Infinity, you can go for a roar. A destroying roar to kind of screw up the pets a little. Screw up the AI. Destroying them for a moment. Get an opener onto SP 40. Does it go for the big go? I think he was playing into that big Incarn. And I don't think he was able to get the big damage with that Incarn the first time around. Is he just trying to wait out maybe for an Incarn later? Maybe trying to bleed up SP. I don't even know what Covenant is 40 actually. What Covenant is he? Because I haven't seen Necrolord abilities. I haven't seen Kyrian Burst. I haven't seen a Convoke. At least I don't think I have. Is he straight up Venthyr? Is he a Venthyr Feral? You goober. Is he trying to go for the biggest incarnation Venthyr Burst wombo combo? Just blast somebody? That SP damn though, damn. Yo, it's a pretty good for Gore. The pet build they got is pretty good. Guessing Venthyr? Yo, I'm guessing it's Venthyr too. We'll see. Incarnation is up, so maybe he goes in for a play. Maybe makes a big play happen because he kind of wants to have a lot of energy available. Oh, there is a Convoke. He is a Convoke in Feral. It's just he wasn't using it. Is he not playing the 1 minute Convoke? Is he not playing the 1 minute Convoke? Legendary? I would imagine most Ferals are these days. Just because it's really good. SP is Necro. No, I think it was talking about... Well, I was talking about 40. I was talking about 40. Before they try to make that burst happen. Worst up, Fleshcraft keeping you immune to CC for a moment. 40 got himself full Incarn, and that's going to be silenced by his speed. Does speed taking lots of damage though? Might be dispersed here. There it goes. That tentacle boy. Look at the tentacles poking out of that cloud. 40 still with Incarn, backing up out of there as he sees that speed recovery. Shackles and Addiction trying to create some line of sight. Going to be massive spell for 40. At least he's able to get rid of those shackles. But a Shadow Priest does give it that advantage. And that's a quick fear onto 40 QD as VT's coming out for SP. Maybe with a microshell instead going for a Shadowman, trying to keep himself healthy. Maybe setting up himself a duel versus Bugrika. Wants to be sure he's in a good spot against the Monk. Gonna be a Siphon slowing down 40 SP, catching up a little bit of healing. 40 going in for healing while Siphon is channeling into him. I'm not sure if that's a good idea since that thing does have a Mortal Strike effect. I don't know if 40 realizes it or not. SP try to go maybe mind control, maybe juke out a kick out of 40, does get a kick, convoke the spirits. Up next, SP might be in a bad spot. It looks like 40 does end up taking out SP in the end. Oh my goodness. What the hell is that Valkyrie? It's actually a weapon for Gore. It's a weapon from the raid. It gives you like 300 of each secondary stat if you use it. It's not a popular PvP weapon, but hey, if you only got PvE weapons, it's not a bad one. Like your new burst, that's 300 versus some. That's a bit of damn. Mastery too, that's a bit of damn. Crit, that's a bit of damn. But it's not a popular PvP weapon. Yeah, so don't worry about it. Same as arms? Yeah, something like that. Very, very similar. 40 does get himself at least a little bit of line of sight. Kreisman doesn't care for line of sight though. He's gonna send a cataclysm around the corner, dude. He don't care. He's just gonna full on send it. As we hit in that 9-minute mark, 40 did survive SP long enough to land a big convoke. I didn't even realize it was convoke for so long that I was waiting out. It was the weirdest part of my face. I know, right? SP, he didn't press convoke like almost ever. And towards like the end, he got you into interrupt, big convoke. I think that's what he's waiting for is an interrupt, convoke, and hope for the win. I think that's what he's trying to do. But 41, I mean, hey, a win is a win. Big cataclysm around the corner with a Bonzafell and a cataclysm. 40 is going to take quite a bit of damage. Did that Bonzafell even connect? Did that Bonzafell even touch him? I think they didn't even connect. I think Kaiser might have missed it a little. Kaiser trinket out of the big old convoke. I think 40 is playing the normal 2-minute convoke though. I think that's what he's going for. Big cataclysm around the corner. 40 taking a bit of that damage. Did it bark skin for it? He did not. He's just healing. 40 just got heals, dude. It's just a heal god X. Heal god X right here. Kreisman with a stun around the corner. Bonzafell, does it take him? Looks like he actually cancels it. Bonzafell around this time. Does he get it? 40 can just wait. He's actually just going to walk out and let the Bonzafell proc. You know, 40 says out on cat form. Could be a succubus CC. Perfect opportunity for Kreisman to maybe make some damage happen. This is where 40 used to be in cat form or travel form when he's dealing with the succubus. They don't want to be in normal human form, where you at least want to be watching out for the succubus CC, because you cannot be seduced while you're in feral form or boomy form or bear form, or really actually can boomies get CC'd? 40 with a full incarnation rolling up on Kreisman. Not a lot of people playing the incarn, so he's playing rare big 3-minute CDs. Looks like back it up for a second, maybe catching a few heals. Entangle roots on the pet, that's interrupted. I think he's trying to reset, but he got that cooldown ticking. He's just straight up just going to entangle root the pets and maybe go in, charging in. Maybe he can get a full stun into Kreisman. Potentially, got the Kreisman all by himself. Stun with the main, convoke the spirits while Incarn is up. Wall is up for Kreisman, taking bites back to back. Going to be a fear out of that wall, so at least he's able to get CC onto 40. Bonzafell with the Chaosbolt is going to smack the Druid for quite a lot. Walling this off before the Chaosbolt slams. Kreisman could drop down Infernally if he needed to still hold on to Dark Cell instability. We haven't really seen the big pop-off damage for Kreisman. Going to be a big Chaosbolt into 40 outside of the wall. Actually, lots of damage for Kreisman. Looking for that execute. Got him some drain life. Going to be an interrupt on 40. I think 40 is done for, and Kreisman hits him with the conflagration at the very end. Trying to swap out for a succubus. But Greek had not even given him that opportunity. Kreisman sees the BM, has the Fell domination ability ready to go. Just quickly swap out pets. Bugrika is going to hit with a full, with a Bonzafell. He's going to just roll out of it. There's going to be quite a bit of damage out of it too. Succubus CC could happen. Does get seduced. There's going to be a Chaosbolt right in the back. And then that's going to be a board for Kreisman as Bugrika goes for Diffuse Magic. I think they tried to diffuse and reverse the dodge back to Kreisman. I don't think he was able to. Quick shot of Fury off that. Trinket, Bugrika with that Karma. I don't think that Karma is going to be enough. I believe Bugrika is Ring of Peace. So no good Karma healing. Pop it off as a win. Maybe can make the most damage happen. Fury into Bugrika. But Bugrika no more Karma, and Kreisman does burn him through. Man, that was a bit of a messy duel, but in the end, Kreisman did take him out. 40 did quite a bit of damage and quite a bit of healing over that time. Playing some very, very unusual talents, I think is fair to say. Fairly unusual talents. But yeah, alright, well there's that. There's that. Play like most Pharaohs and they can't see him roll. They run the pillar and heal and wait for CDs. Trying to do that again, it works. Nice. Yeah, he did a little bit of pillar game. I think, I don't know if he's running that 1-minute legendary though, because I think Pharaohs have more goes nowadays. Especially the Night Fae. I really thought for a while, like I didn't see Night Fae shape for Soul Shape I didn't see Necrolord abilities. I didn't see Kyrian Burst. And I'm wondering, like, he popped Incarnation. So I was like, was he Venthyr Incarnation Feral? I didn't know he was Night Fae at all. BT Incarnate Savage Roar. Wait, Savage Roar? The thingy it's called. Really? Okay. Blood Talents Incarnation with Savage Roar. Oh, interesting. Haha, man, okay. Catmeal ND 1.5 SP. What's up, Flash? How you doing, my guy? Venthyr God. Yo, I think that'd be kind of funny if it was Venthyr. I wonder if that'll ever become a thing. Like, I think Blizzard would need to buff it for Feral, or maybe we just need to get better gear for Feral, like more stats, before it becomes really good. I think it's because the ability gives you crit, haste, and damage, but you already need crit as a Feral. It gives you percent crit, so I guess you can give you more crit than you already have. Soda popping. Maybe, dude, maybe. But yeah, well, that was a good set of duels, boys. We saved that, and we saved that, and I think we're done. I think we're done for the night, boys. SP God Bomb main. Wait, I am Venthyr SP God Bomb God Com main. I don't know what that means. What's a God Com? God Comp? Is that what it is? God Comp with a P or with a B, or comb like a comb, like with a hair? You tell me I need a comb? My hair? All the Feral play BT, not Frenzy. All Fae Feral play. Do they really? Blood Talents instead of Frenzy? Really? Why? I mean, do you do it because you go for a Convoke and it's most likely going to prog BT and then go for a bite afterwards? Is that kind of what you play? I mean, I can totally see it like a 1 minute burst essentially. Take it easy, don't give up this ship. Yo, Forgo, my man, thanks for popping in, dude. Appreciate you, my guy. Boys, if you guys are new to the streams, if you're not regulars, hit the subscribe. Appreciate it. It helps out the channel a lot. Hit the bell as well. Give the video a like, and give whatever videos we put up a like as well if you guys enjoy the content. But yeah, thank you, boys. Appreciate it all so much coming. God Comp, SP Mage 3 Steam. Okay, so you're talking God Comp. God Comp is Mage, S Priest, and Dudu or Shaman. Oh. Okay. Venthyr as a Shadow Priest? Is that what you're saying? 2.5 SP Venthyr God. I am Venthyr Shadow Priest God Comp main. Okay, cool. Mage Shadow Druid. Oh, okay. No, Archemy Stroll. Really? I didn't know that. 40k bite? Ooh, 40k bites a lot. Well, I might need to try then. Because actually, no, I am Venthyr on my druid right now. Once that 1.5 comes out, I think I'll try it. I think I'll start gearing my alts maybe for like PvP or PvE and give some stuff a try. Honestly, maybe I should start gearing my characters for like PvP and PvE. Like, get whatever best your main secondary stat and just versatility on the side. You know what I mean? So I can go and mess around these tunes at a later time. But boys, thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate all of you, boys. Before like 2 hours, he told me he's drunk, probably still is. Who is? Thank you for the stream, Dal. Love the duels. Hell yeah, boys. It's really good. S Priest, really. That's cool. But thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate all of you. Tomorrow we got more NA duels. Feel free to join in as an NA or go support the NA boys, see how they duel. But hopefully you guys had a wonderful time. I had a wonderful evening with all of you. Hope you guys all had a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, I'll see all of you guys tomorrow for another stream. But thank you all. Super fun with you. Hopefully we'll get a 915 announcement very soon, boys. I'm really excited for that one. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna try to really hard to fix my sleep schedule as best as I can tonight. We're gonna do the best job we can just so we can get proper sleep, dude, because I'm out of it. Yo, thank you, boys. Appreciate all of you. I'll see you guys next stream. Peace.